the Secret Menu Podcast with your hosts, Diego Red and Money Boss. Brought to you by Rebel TV, the Rebel entity. Live from the West Side and worldwide. Real ones know what's up, and if you don't, you get the point. Tap in. It's the Secret Menu Podcast.
Coming in hot though. You feel me?
No,
Boss, what up, man?
What's heading in?
We back.
We back at it again. Huh?
Roisha Sears in the building. Darisha Gatewood is in the building. Mandy McIntyre is in the building. Tawana Monique's in the building.
They are in
Naya
here.
Love is in the building.
Keep them in here.
And everybody else that's in the building. If I didn't see your name on the thing. Isis is in the building. Isis, what it do? In this thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
In this thing. They still coming in the door.
They're still coming in.
Right. Welcome to the Secret Menu Podcast.
Welcome.
You had a good day, bro?
I'm not gonna say I had a good day. I really didn't do much.
It was mid.
It was mid. It was kind of midday. I didn't do shit, really. Should have done something, but I will be doing something tomorrow because I'm out of here on Friday.
So what, like tomorrow night, you mean?
No, tomorrow day. All day I'll be doing something till podcast.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We got activities going on. Okay. What you going, a day pool party or something?
No. Going to
You got shit to do.
Yeah, little things to do.
Oh, okay.
Not no partying and shit.
Thought you was hitting a day party or something.
Hell no.
Okay.
I get this motherfucking gorilla out of this motherfucking stomach. I ain't going to no date.
They like that. Some ladies like this. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit too. Some ladies like that, man.
This gremlin over here hungry and starving
we can't,
and all kind of shit.
We can't compete with all these buff niggas out here.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
What's that?
Going through, before we even get into it, I was going through my phone just now to invite people to YouTube,
join
in on YouTube.
Right. And
I just seen that Tyrese was ordered to pay child support.
He's always ordered to pay child support.
$636,000 in child support and legal fees.
Back pay?
Jesus. No, it just says in child support and legal fees.
Because I think he fought it. Yeah, he fought it for a while.
That is fucking crazy.
What more do you want from me? 600,000, nigga.
That's fucking crazy.
That's what she wants. 600,000.
That put me in a straight
600,000. YouTube and Twitch, shout out to y'all. We see you. I'm gonna get y'all right now because I sometimes forget to include y'all in the comment section. So let me get y'all together right now. But without further ado, Diego Red is in the building.
Money Boss is definitely in the building. And after the show, I'll wake her ass up if she's asleep. I'll be between your mama's legs.
It's another late one. It's another Tonight Show for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's another Tonight Show. You know?
Yeah, no.
Let's just immediately start this with some ignorance.
Let's get it.
I've seen a lot of people steal a lot of shit from meat out the grocery store to shoes out the shoe store. They just put their old shoes in a box and walk out with the new ones. I've never seen this shit right here, though, boss. Let's take a look.
Because I think somebody come to pick her up. Excuse me. Excuse me. Huh? Excuse me. Stop running. You heard me. Where my wig at?
I'm sorry, what?
Because there was a wig up there on the counter. A wig. Did you see her wig?
It's other people up there. You don't have to come
No,
outside
it's
with this
not other
energy.
people
I don't
there.
have no wig. I don't need no wig, clearly.
Okay, but the wig is gone and the wig was just
That
there.
don't got nothing to do with me. You
And we
ask
watch
somebody
everybody else.
Girl, you can know nothing.
Let her check your bag. And she do, and you did. And you did. Come on, Diddy. Go. Because I think somebody coming to pick her.
Tax season must have been real slow. Bitches out here stealing wigs.
She said, look at me. Do I need to steal a wig? You might not need to, but you sure did.
Yeah. You do.
Yeah, sure
You
did.
do. Where was they? Had to be at like the gym or something. How do you get somebody else's wig?
It was on the counter, she said.
You stole my cousin's wig. That's crazy.
It was on the counter.
That is wild.
She finessed the wig off the counter.
She got out of there once they discovered what was going on. You know what I'm saying?
You're doing nothing about this? We're out of here.
A little wig thief.
Little wig thief.
Everybody knows you in your city as the little wig thief now. You know what
You're
I'm
the
saying?
wig stealer.
All right, we talk about it all the time, bro. Fed now trying to implement themselves in between us and Cash App, in between us and Zelle, in between us and the bank. This guy kind of breaks down exactly how they plan on doing that. Let's take a look and see if it's what we thought it was.
Goodbye to Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, and Cash App because FedNow is coming and you don't have a choice. FedNow is a payment service by the government coming out in July that your bank will have to sign up for, which is the first step to make the dollar digital. Now, how does this work? Well, if you buy something on Amazon, your money won't go directly to Amazon anymore. It will first go through the Fed's account and then go to Amazon. This means the government will know everything you use your money for, and if they want to, they can reject any purchase you make, take money out whenever, and decide what you can and can't spend your money on. Yes, it will be faster for payments to settle, easier to get stimulus, and lowers costs that you have to pay to your banks, but your privacy is gone. So is it truly worth it? And guess what? You don't even have a choice to participate or not. Our banks are the ones who will decide for us, so follow me to stay tuned on the final details before it actually comes out. I need to say goodbye to Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, and Cash App because FedNow is coming and
So we pay them, then they pay the other outlets. Is that what he's pretty much saying? That's what they're trying to do?
Yeah. Like, I guess he's saying that they're going to make all banks have FedNow in it. So once you use your card is actually going to have FedNow on it. So anytime you use your card, it goes through FedNow, and then FedNow sends the money out. So FedNow can actually stop you from purchasing whatever the fuck you choose to purchase.
See, that's another layer I didn't catch. I was thinking it was like how you got Wells Fargo or you got Navy Federal, and then you attach a Zelle to it.
Nah.
They're coming in.
All the banks is going to be that. So that's it. So what's the use of, that's why they said they're going to get rid of Zelle.
We got to get rid of the bank then. The only way to cut them out is to not even bank.
Bank with them. But here it is, though. I'm going to show y'all the trick of this shit. It's always tricks, man. We got to really be smart. Get you a S Corp. And when you go get your S Corp, it's a corporation.
Mm-hmm.
Under that corporation now, go get you an IUL. When you get an IUL, you can now become your own bank. You don't even need them no more. You can start banking with yourself. You can borrow from yourself, loan yourself. You don't even have to go through them.
So what do you recommend for the card process? The secured?
Yeah.
Because I got one of those where I can go put $2,000 on it, and it works just like a credit card.
Right.
But it's my money. I don't have to use anybody's money or pay interest. It's my money.
Right.
But the limit is only what I put on it.
Right. So even with that, that's you still got to think about this as if you're going through the bank, right? With your secure card, it's going through somebody, right? So Long as it's not through the banks, you are your bank, so you'll be able to get a card that digitally can route that money from.
But who is that through? Who do you go to set that IUL up through?
It's an insurance. It's an insurance company. Like it's a whole life insurance. So it's kind of like you can go through the insurance company and they can set you up with it. A person that knows it, that's an insurance person, set you up. Once you know how to get set up, bro, you don't have to worry. See, there's so many ways. There's so many ways we can get past this shit because they're really trying to make us follow every fucking thing they want. You know what I mean?
And that's why I'm pushing the line early. I'm trying to figure out how can we get around this shit early. So that's somebody wanting to start up the IUL, they would go to
insurance company. Go to an insurance company that
a State Farm or
whole life.
Okay.
Anybody that does whole life. So it could be State Farm. Most times it's a big company, so it'll be probably like New York Life. What's the other one? Per some with a P. It's bigger companies.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean? And
Prudential.
Yeah. It's bigger companies, and then talk to them about it, and it's IUL. You know what I mean? So it's like you can become your own bank because you're gonna leverage that. All the money you do with that, you're leveraging it yourself.
Yeah, we gotta find.
I got some people that can really. I don't know if she's in here.
Break it down and explain
break it down and give it to you.
All right, we'll do that on another day.
You know what I mean?
We'll get them ahead of time.
Yeah.
So that they can thoroughly explain what it is we need to do. Because
Right.
a lot of the times we know how to go do some shit, but we don't know how to
Right.
tell you what it was we exactly did. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you guys, that's a big way of moving around using the banks. And with your IUL, it's your percentage of your money is going to grow because it's like an insurance policy, you know. So you're going to use it to
The interest grows on it. Okay.
The interest is going to grow, and say the market peaks at a certain amount at a 15%, 20%, they'll cap it right there. So
It'll never go down, but always go up.
It'll never go down. It'll continue to climb. So it's a bunch of ways. Bro.
All right, we're gonna keep y'all posted on it. We just putting it in y'all face to let y'all see that these motherfuckers is working against us. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep an eye on that. You know what I'm saying? We're not going out without a fight. And you know what? Tory Lanez is not going out without a fight either. Tory Lanez lawyer claims that he has new information on DNA used in the Megan Thee Stallion shooting case that will prove his innocence. They gave false and misleading information to his jury, is what they claim. He actually called his lawyer. His lawyer put the phone on speakerphone for all of us to hear. Let's talk to Tory real quick.
Been incarcerated for almost half a year over a gun that the DAs lied and said I shot. In 2021, they demanded I take a DNA test. I took that test with no pushback, delay, or question. Not only because I knew I never shot the gun, but mainly because I was 100% positive I never even touched this gun. In my trial, the verdict of guilty or innocent depended heavily on my DNA results. With the help of LA Crime Lab's DNA expert Randy Zapata, DA Kathy Tarr, and Alex Bott completely manipulated my DNA results and lied to the world, the media, and most importantly, my jury, by stating my DNA on the gun was inconclusive. That was an absolute lie. They went on further to say, inconclusive means that he cannot be excluded from the gun. My new attorney, Jose Baez, hired one of the best DNA experts in the nation to carefully analyze the same DNA test the fair and correct way. The results came back exactly as I knew this whole time. My DNA is 100% excluded and 100% eliminated from the gun. In other words, it's physically and scientifically impossible for me to ever have touched or shot this gun. After the correct and careful analyzation of my DNA testing, not only did our expert find my DNA 100% excluded and non-existent on the gun, but what's worse was the invalid and illegal tactics the prosecution chose to attain the results used to convict me. Based on the fundamentals of my DNA test, the only possible way for the LA Crime Lab to come up with an inconclusive result would literally be to stop the testing before it finished or completed its final result, which would have and should have shown completely my full exclusion on the weapon. In other words, District Attorneys Kathy Tarr and Alex Bott lied to my jury with false, incorrect, and incomplete DNA results, violating my due process and my 14th Amendment rights. My faith, my prayers, and my highest hopes go to the Honorable Judge Hereford that on May 8th, he rules in favor of the United States Supreme Court law, returning me to my freedom, my family, and most importantly, the justice of a fair trial. I've been incarcerated for almost half the year.
When they read that, it didn't even dawn on me that the results were inconclusive. He was convicted on an inconclusive. I got stopped at a DUI checkpoint one time, and the results were inconclusive. I had to retest twice until they got that proof that I was above the whatever, and it wasn't. They threw it out in court because it was 3. I had to take 3 tests to prove that I was barely right there. So I don't have a DUI on my record. But in something as serious as firing a gun, don't you think they should have tested until it either proved it was or it wasn't his DNA on the gun?
They should have, but here's our problem. Here's our problem. When the court system wants your ass to be convicted, your ass is convicted.
Your ass is grass.
And then what they do is they'll convict you. Knowing you got a few dollars, we gonna make you spend that shit. That's all it's about, bro. That's why I'm still lost on who gave all these people these rights to make us do all this shit. Where did this shit come from? I'm still lost trying to figure out who made these people the people to stand over all the people to say, you guys have to do this because us 1,000 people or whatever said you have to. Make that make sense to me.
But once you in a situation like his, you have to figure out a way to fight what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
No, he definitely has to fight, but sometimes they only do that to drain you.
Right, financially.
It's only for draining. They're only draining him. They knew this was coming.
So they knew the appeal was coming.
They knew it.
Do you believe it will be overturned?
I'm not. It depends on how long they drag it out. That's how we gonna know. If they drag this shit out for a while, right? They're gonna figure we got a shitload of money out of him. His attorneys, court fees, all that shit. We got a shitload of money out of him. Get your ass out of here. Go make that shit back. And now you got a stain on you. You know what I mean? And it's this way too. Do they want to stain Megan Thee Stallion?
Because if it comes back as 100% his hands never touched or fired the gun, not even fired, touched the gun, right?
Right.
That would go back to everyone saying she's lied again.
Right.
So that would be a crazy stain. And it depends on how deep her connection is to those people.
Bingo.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how it works.
It's tricky, man. If the man is innocent, I hope it work out for him. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Shit tricky. I didn't even think the inconclusive shit I never even thought about. Because inconclusive just means, oh, we can't rule him out. We're not saying he did, but we can't rule him out.
Right.
Her statement saying he said, dance, bitch.
Right.
Was enough to convict him. But if you had the proper DNA results saying, well, this guy never touched or fired a weapon.
Gun, yeah.
The weapon, no matter what she says, means nothing. It means nothing. That means you can say this nigga did a backflip, then shot. But if the DNA proves he never touched or fired the gun, it's a whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna keep our eyes glued to this. This shit is crazy. Let's see what some people have to say. Tayasha Wheeler says, who wrote the statement? Tiffany Monet says, definitely the attorney. I think if your ass was in jail, your attorney would write yours too.
He better.
I'm pretty sure of it.
He better.
Or you wouldn't stand a chance. I'm pretty sure of it.
He better.
All right, man. Let's put some prayers in the air for my first lady crush, Toni Braxton. You know what I'm saying? She underwent heart surgery for an artery that was 80% blocked. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When I was little, my mama used to love Toni Braxton, be playing it. I used to just stare at the album covers. She was a fine lady to me. Fine lady to me. She says, my left main coronary artery was 80% blocked. Doctors told me I could have had a massive heart attack. I would have not survived. The singer originally believed her physical heartache was caused by the loss of her sister. I thought I was just sad because unfortunately my sister had just passed, and I thought, wow, I'm really aching in my heart for my sister. And come to find out, of course, I was sad about my sister, but I was also having underlying health issues. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy because there are instances in life where a person dies and then their spouse dies later, or someone dies and then a child dies later, and it's like kind of unexplainable of how the issues came. So she thought she was just dealing with heartache, and it was actually
heartache.
No, yeah, that's about right.
There was
legitimate heartache, you know what I'm saying?
Legitimate heartache.
But Toni Braxton, you bounce back, you know what I'm saying? Because you are officially at Aetna at your age now. And Aetna season is always the reason you was one of my first lady crushes, you know what I'm saying?
Is she Aetna?
She gotta be older than me by far.
Oh, definitely older than you.
Yeah, she's Aetna. She's an Aetna for sure. She's an Aetna, you know what I'm saying? Mandy McIntyre says, unbreak my heart. Tiffany Monet says they had witness testimony too that probably helped the guy who watched from his house. Yeah, that was janky. His testimony was weird.
But didn't he say he said he didn't see from where he was at
a man.
He didn't see a man with a gun.
Yeah.
He seen a lady and seen the fire come from the gun where she was at.
Yeah. That's why I said his statement was janky. His statement was janky. But here's another janky statement for you. Fight weekend just passed. We had a blast.
Yeah, we did.
Shout out to Tank again for winning. What we didn't realize was at the post conference, right?
Yeah.
De La Hoya was nowhere to be found, right?
Right.
So people were asking him, like, they're telling him, you're a poor sport. You talked all that shit before the fight. You wasn't there at the end of the fight to tell this dude, hey, you did your thing. You know what I'm saying? He says that he received death threats all week. He received death threats all week. Oh, niggas wanted to kill you because you managed the fighter that was fighting Tank. That's crazy. He received death threats all week. All right, but let's listen to his excuses statement. Look, I already didn't counted him out. Let's listen to it and see if it sounds legitimate. I'll let you tell me what you think it is.
First of all, congratulations to Gervonta Davis. You fought a hell of a fight. My hat's off to you. You had a great game plan, beautiful body shot. Ryan Garcia, we are proud of you. The world is proud of you. You made this fight happen. You wanted this fight, and I'm sure a lot of fighters will learn from you that you're daring to be great. But I do want to clarify why Bernard Hopkins and I weren't at the post-fight press conference. First of all, Bernard Hopkins was accused during the weigh-in of having testosterone cream on his hands and touching Gervonta Davis when he only wanted to help him because he was going to fall off the stage. So PBC, Gervonta's promoter, banned him from everything. He couldn't get inside the ring. He couldn't do anything. First of all, congratulations to Gervonta.
The boy, he got caught with testosterone cream on his hands. They was trying some shit. But do you think he got the death threat so he didn't want to show up and Bernard didn't come because he was accused of...
Not at all, bro.
Poor loser?
Ducked out of there quick. That's it. They didn't want to hear the rants and rape. Bro, I went to fights. I watched fights. I watched when Don King had a fighter that Jose Ramirez fought when I was in New York. The promoter the guys that were promoting it, one of Don King's men, because I was at ringside. Shout out to Rick McRiggin. I'm at ringside watching, and I keep hearing some bickering going on, and it's kind of like right where the boxers walk in, but like kind of close to me, because I'm like right at the rail, at ringside. You know what I mean? So I'm hearing them yelling, and Don's gonna be fucking pissed, because this guy was supposed to knock Jose out in the first round, which Jose beat him real bad. They're yelling, I'm like, what the fuck is going on, right? So this guy says, Don's gonna be pissed. He's not gonna even come out and say nothing. In actuality, he didn't come out. He didn't say nothing. So this is what they do.
Don was a fucking poor sport too.
This is what they do, bro.
Poor sport too.
Yeah. They talk that shit and run away. When they man ain't the man, most niggas duck out the way.
I hate a poor sport. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. If your guy would have won, y'all would have been there.
Being there.
Happy. You were at the fight. If you were so worried about the death threats, you know what I'm saying?
Why'd you go to the fight?
Yeah, why were you there then if you were so in fear of your life?
Bro.
What's the difference between sitting at the fight and then the press conference? That's crazy.
Come on, bro.
It's crazy. You're a poor sport. You know what I'm saying?
That's it and that's all.
Without a doubt. Somebody else dealing with some controversy. We haven't really been keeping the people up to date with it because I kind of don't even care about a lot of it, but Young Thug is fighting for his life, you know what I'm saying, in a Georgia state jail, county jail or something, you know what I'm saying. The other day we saw his lawyer got caught with trying to sneak marijuana in. One of his other people got caught trying to sneak some drugs in, you know what I'm saying. There's a clip of one of the guys who represents him. And he tells the judge that he's capped. This is the type of dialogue the nigga repping Young Thug is using. Just take a look.
It wouldn't be, I'd have to do it anyway, so don't even worry about that, okay?
Okay. I was saying that it's just not true. It's capped, to be honest. But,
Okay, because it wouldn't be, I'd have to do it anyway, so don't even worry about that, okay?
Okay. I was saying that it's just not true. It's capped, to be honest. But,
okay, because it wouldn't be,
So when that nigga going to jail? Because it might just be over at this point. All the people, this is like the fifth motherfucker caught trying to sneak drugs in there. This is the nigga you hired to be your lawyer. It's not looking good for Thugger, man.
He's in Atlanta, so it's a lot of black lawyers in Atlanta. So, you know, I mean, they really didn't catch him trying to give him the drugs. He just had them on him, which you shouldn't have had them in there, they were saying. But it was prescriptioned. It was prescribed or something, they were saying.
The lawyer just got caught with weed sewn into his underwear.
Right. I'm just saying what they were saying.
The other nigga walks up through the thing like he wanted to say something to this nigga in front of everybody like they're not watching and tried to hand him a Percocet. Even if it's prescribed to you, it's not prescribed to him, nigga. Everybody's watching. Find another way. Hire a guard or something. It just don't look good for Thugger to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, wish him the best, man. That's all I can say.
And it's a lot. And that kind of had some shit to do with Tory, because when Tory was fighting his case, he had a fight over here. He caught a little thing over here. Like, you got to kind of be cool.
Right.
Because they already trying to make you be a bad guy. You have all this other shit surrounding your case. They're going to get you out of here early. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and speaking of getting people out of here early, this young lady, I don't know what city this is, but she was on the wrong plane with the wrong niggas. And she was tripping, and they got her ass out of there. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a look.
East St. Louis ass shit. Get your cockamamie ass off there with that loose ass shit. You ain't gonna do nothing. I'm definitely not gonna know East St. Louis. Do it. You do it. Do it. Do it. Cock-out ass house. You sat up there for 30 minutes playing up for nothing. You should have got your ass off this plane when you was hollering about a seat. Smelling like a river rat. Smell me, boo. look. Get your loose lace having ass off of her for your wig slip off.
It ain't.
It ain't. And them lashes too. What you got them glued on with? Elmer's glue? You done glued the lashes on with Elmer's glue a wig? Record that cockeyed ass off. That pissed me off. My dog dead. I gotta get home. Fuck your mama, bitch, with your damn still having ass. Get some proactive when you get out of this motherfucker. They got it in the victim and shit. That bitch about to have a medical emergency. Don't get her ass up out of her. The out from St. Louis for real. Bitch, you better ask the doctor. You from East St. Louis or Granite City with your cockeyed ass.
You have a gold in your mouth.
I definitely do, and it's real, boo-boo. And I got an American Express in my pocket. Bitch, I got an American Express in my pocket. Get her off of her. Push that raccoon out on the toilet.
She fired her ass up. You know what I'm saying? She was one of them motherfuckers that could rank all her life. You know what I'm saying? She fired her ass up. Smelling like a river rat, bitch. Get some Proactive. They got it in the vending machine, bitch.
I'm lost. I'm just lost.
About our people?
Our people are fucked up.
We are.
We are some fucked up individuals. The more I think about shit, the more I see shit, we are fucked up individuals.
And we're doomed.
We are doomed. Maybe it ain't no fucking chance for us to make it.
It might not be.
It may not be.
It might not be.
Everybody ain't supposed to win because there's always supposed to be losers for the winners. So maybe that's why we're losing.
It ain't. She definitely lost them.
That was some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Not one person like tried to. I don't even know what the backstory was.
Apparently, she went crazy about changing her seat.
Okay.
And they was like, "No, you got to sit in your assigned seat." And she wanted to sit somewhere else, so she held the flight up for 30 minutes tripping. Everybody was like, "You could have just got off if you didn't want that seat." Then she thought that she was gonna make them give her a better seat than what she had. You know what I'm saying?
But why would they hold the plane up for 30 minutes?
Because if she won't sit down and put her shit on,
that don't take 30 minutes.
However long she did it though.
Nobody, did nobody come get her? They just made her.
You mean the police or security?
Right. You're like, come on, get off the plane.
Yeah, I mean,
that's it. All they should have did.
Even when it starts though, it's gonna take about 30 minutes.
Nah, bro, I seen a motherfucker get put off the plane in 2.2. Man, that motherfucker put his ass off the plane.
I've been on some planes with some motherfuckers kicked off. It takes because they try to resolve whatever your issue is.
Yeah, but when you can't resolve the issue, it shouldn't take 30 minutes to
just get their ass to boot.
Get your ass off.
Get their ass to boot.
Go pay for another ticket.
Get their ass to boot. She got it eventually.
Yeah.
Well, she decided to just leave eventually.
My point. Yeah, but our people is just, we're the worst.
We are. We're doomed.
We're doomed.
We're doomed. In fact, the whole goddamn planet may be doomed because I keep saying they initiated the Space Force for a reason. And now Space Force boss acknowledges the U.S. will begin facing threats outside Earth. So now these motherfuckers say that they're about to begin to go face some shit outside of Earth. They're going somewhere. So they slowly trying to slide in this shit. That there's something else there. All these UFO sightings we keep getting out of the blue. Space Force initiated underneath everybody knows 3-4 years ago or whatever. And now they're saying they're going to begin facing the threats outside of Earth. What do you think they're going to do? Or what do you think this is all about? Because we know me and you think differently when it comes to outer space. You don't believe there is one.
Not at all. I'm telling you.
So what do you think this plan right here means? What do you think this shit is right here?
Some more scare tactics. That's it. We got to keep them in fear. That's all they ever do. They scare us and put fear in us. And as long as we keep getting scared and fear and keep fear in our heart because they said this happened or this is going to happen or, oh shit, wait for this. We're going to do this. Man, they throw anything at us and we're going to believe that bullshit. I'm telling you already, it's a bunch of bullshit. A bunch of it.
You're not fucking with the. You're not fucking with the alien opposition.
Not at all.
Might be preparing to come.
Come on down.
I keep telling you, nigga, don't walk your ass out in that street if that motherfucking.
Come on down.
If one of them motherfucking UFOs.
Come on down.
Come sit over your shit. Don't walk up underneath that motherfucker.
Down. Listen, we wouldn't even believe it if they didn't put it on TV.
I'm just saying.
Come on down.
Motherfuckers didn't believe in nuclear missiles and shit till they started tearing up whole cities.
Shoot it.
You know what I'm saying? Don't go walk up under that little bit and beam your ass up.
That motherfucker ain't gonna do nothing.
And beam you up first. Out of there.
And I'm gonna be like Morpheus and start flying and shit too.
Maybe.
Fuck out of here.
If you could unlock those portals in your mind, you may be able to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
You got to be able to unlock those portals in your mind.
Well, they said it. They're not understanding. I'm understanding too now.
That what?
How they do it. They get everybody to all conform as one. If I can get more of them to conform, then I can get the rest of them to think about it and slightly move one way as well. That's it.
So you totally believe there's nothing else in the universe?
No. I don't believe, like I said, when I told you we're in a dome, they can go outside the dome and Mars is like next door. That's your Mars. Venus is on the other side of the dome. That's your Venus. Jupiter's on the other side. That's your Jupiter. Like, that shit it's right there. It's not somewhere way over here.
Wherever it is, there could be wherever it is, there could be no opposing threats there.
I mean, I'm not saying there can't be no opposing threats. There's no opposing threats to us because we're in the dome, bro. They're not letting nobody else in the dome. That's it.
What if something else is trying to get in the dome? Maybe that's what they're trying to do.
Could be. I'm not gonna tell you no, but I don't believe that shit.
Tamisha, always a lady, says, just another way to make money and definitely keep us scared. Science has shown that other forms exist outside of us, but they've existed alongside us. Why disturb it? Because my theory is, like they do with everything, they're fucking thieves. They steal. So if they've journeyed somewhere else and they found some form of oil or fuel or rock or jewel or whatever, they want it since the beginning of time. We wouldn't be here in the United States if they didn't get here and want to steal this land. So they've stolen everything everywhere. They go to Saudi Arabia and they get in these people business and act like we're here to help you. No, they're here to steal the oil. So if there is, by any chance, anything else out there in space, if there is, there could not be, but if there is, I 100% believe that we want to, us, by we, I say the United States, this country, wants to run it, wants to possess its wealthiest assets, minerals, or whatever it has. We want to control it. We want to take control of it, if anything does exist. That's why they would disturb it. That's just my theory. It would be for the same shit that they disturb everybody else's shit for financial gain. You said something about making some money, ma'am. I believe it would be for financial gain as well. And also so the rich motherfuckers can probably go live there and they can leave all the poor motherfuckers here. I don't know. Just my beliefs. And that's the one I don't want to see. That's the one I don't want to find out about. Teasha Willis says they want to inhibit it. Yeah, that's the last part of it. That's why everybody's selling their catalogs and getting all this money to invest in SpaceX and all this shit about buying land on all these other places.
On next door, when you go right next door, it's for nothing. Bunch of fucking weirdos. That's where we are.
So they can go live next door. But it's somewhere else than here. You can't go to next door unless you go that way.
You're gonna go next door to find out that this shit is worse next door than here. People are crazy, bro.
We're gonna have to wait and find. I hope I never see that one though. That's some crazy shit.
Everybody saved up their money to go go live on the land of pile of shit.
That's crazy. I don't know.
Just a bunch of shit just around.
I don't know.
I don't know neither, but I'm just saying we're in the dome, so that shit ain't worried about what we got.
That dome shit is just crazy. That dome is crazy, yeah.
That's what it is.
Well, this nigga wasn't in a dome, but he came home and some shit was going on. Let's take a look at this.
Hey, I came in, I snapped, I broke y'all. Look, I come in. This her cousin, y'all.
We're not blood.
Then you been telling me that's your cousin though.
You know we ain't blood.
Man, come on, bro. This her cousin though. Man, watch out, bro. Don't touch me. Don't get by me.
Well, you know we not
Man,
blood.
watch out. This her cousin. Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me. Don't touch me. I don't know you like that, bro. I'm lame and you ain't my fucking phone, bro. Don't touch my phone. Y'all in this bitch eating each other's and y'all cousins. I just get off work. This what the I catch. This what I catch though, and they wonder why I ain't. I'm lame. I'm lame. I'm lame. Yeah, you in my bed. We don't sleep in that together, bro. Bro, I don't want her, bro. I don't want her. I don't. That's what you telling her? I don't pay no money. That's what you telling her? I don't pay no money. That's what you telling? What got her with the impression that I don't pay no money? What got her with that impression, bro? I don't pay what? Y'all some clowns. Y'all some clowns. Because I just got off work. It's so weak ass up, bro. Bro, no the she can't, bro. Not on my fucking bed, bro. Bro, y'all got me fucked up, bro. I'm about to flip these out the bed, bro. Look, and she gonna say I want her. She said like I want her. I don't want her. I could have joined in. I don't want you and I don't want you. What the fuck I'm gonna join in for? What I'm gonna join? Cause you a liar. She been saying this is her cousin the whole time, bro. Bro, hey y'all, this said that was her cousin the whole time. That's why you can't trust her, bro. I get off work. She got the game. Man, come on, bro. This girl ain't it, bro. All the right now, her up, both of y'all. Both of these hoes is up. What you talking about? Both talking about some join in. Panties ain't. Man, I bought this. Hey, I came in, I snapped.
My man. My man. Why are you arguing over that chick there? You know what you should be telling them bitches? Fuck y'all bumping uglies. Clean this nasty motherfucker up.
That motherfucking part right there, that nigga had the
two of y'all
audacity.
in this motherfucker.
He said you own my bed. I would not claim that bed, sir.
Clean that motherfucker up.
I wouldn't claim that bed.
If y'all don't have the rights to... Nigga, you filming this shit? I would be embarrassed to film this shit. I wouldn't care about y'all bumping uglies.
Nigga.
Look how ugly we stay.
Nigga. And that motherfucker turned the camera every which way in the house, and there was not a clean corner anywhere.
It's clothes piled up to
everywhere, nigga. There was
the windowsill.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I wouldn't even be complaining about that, nigga.
Listen, I don't want to join in.
Won't y'all all have a cleaning party? Join in and start cleaning.
You get a broom, you get a mop.
You get a trash bag.
Yeah, that's what you need to do.
Fuck, man.
That shit was crazy as fuck.
He said we don't even sleep in the bed. How would you sleep in that bed? Why would you sleep in that bed?
Nigga.
Know that motherfucker smell like blunts, Black and Milds, cigarette, sweaty ass socks, old tampons and Kotex.
It's ugly. Yeah.
What the
Yeah.
Smell like, damn it, I'll bite you in this.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was crazy. I don't know what city they in, but boy, oh boy.
The fuck?
They the hottest shit on the block right now. That was crazy. That was hella crazy. In some did you know facts. Scarface star Al Pacino turned down the iconic role of Han Solo in Star Wars.
He wouldn't have been writing that anyway. So.
I don't think so either. He says, I gave Harrison Ford a career.
Straight up, should have.
He said he read the script, he didn't get it. He didn't understand it. He passed on it. He said he was hot right then. They was giving him everything. They were trying to give him that. He turned it down. They offered him so much money, but he just couldn't see himself doing it. You already just said we couldn't imagine Scarface in space.
At all.
Scarface in space.
That would have been weird as fuck.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
We would have been looking at him like, why?
That was crazy. All right, so look, this young lady was asked out on a date. Guy really likes her, wants to take her out. When they arrive, he wants to take her on a horse and carriage buggy ride. She acts like she's going to the bathroom and dips. Here's the text thread. It says, hey, I'm sorry for leaving you. I feel bad, but I wasn't feeling the horse shit. It's weird. It weirded me out. You're a cool nigga, but seriously, you definitely will find someone who likes animals. I'm not that girl. The guy says, can I come get you and try again? She says, no, you can't. God bless. He says, I apologize for real. She immediately jumps on her social media
and bashes
and says, fuck nigga, this ain't a Disney movie. Get me the fuck home right now. After that, she posts the little horse and carriage ride. This man is OD corny, but okay. Oh, this is New York too. Damn.
Can't do nothing for a ghetto motherfucker. Take them to experience something different.
Right.
Got a goddamn complaint.
This is the romantic shit they be asking for, right?
They don't know what they asking for. They watch shit on TV and say, I want that. They watch shit on Instagram and I want to do that. They watch shit on Facebook because somebody posts some shit. We need to do that. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, she kind of did play her foul. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. Nigga took his time, and that shit ain't cheap.
That's the shit that turns your heart black. Turns you into money balls. Is that how it was when your shit clicked back in the day? When your shit clicked?
Straight up, bro. Straight
your
up.
shit clicked like, all right, because that nigga right there, he's going to be crushed. And this shit went viral. But he's going to get a bunch of ladies in his inbox saying, Tyrone, I'll go ride the horses with you. That's the plus side of it because it's social media now.
It's going to be a real one that's going to say, fuck it. I've been waiting for a nigga to take me on a horse ride.
Right.
I never thought I'd get out of the neighborhood to even see a horse ride.
Right.
It's so ghetto ass motherfucker. I can't do the horse shit. Take me home. Fucking weirdo.
Yeah. Let me see what some of the people have to say. Tamisha Always a Lady says most women would have loved that. Tiasha Wheeler responded with keyword women. Shout out to my folks in here from Richmond, man. Akbar. You know what I'm saying? And this thing. Pamela Lilly says ungrateful bitch.
Very.
Ungrateful. Chris P. Davis says it wasn't the horse and carriage. She just wasn't feeling him. Possibly.
That too.
But
so why go on the date?
Why go on the date?
If you wasn't feeling me, why go on the date?
Right.
You could have told him no before you spent this money.
Because he had to pay for that order.
Come on, man.
She was paid for. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just sitting there waiting.
No, it ain't. You pay for that.
In downtown Atlanta, they just be right there. You catch them like
in
a taxi.
New York, that's at fucking
Central Park.
Central Park. You paying for that?
You gotta pay in advance.
You gotta pay for that. They just not giving you rides.
He made because at this point they probably have.
He's just not riding around.
You probably have to reserve it ahead and use your credit card and shit.
Bingo.
Yeah, that was wild. Marquise Earl says she wanted some food, drink, and dick.
She didn't want no dick.
The basics.
She didn't want no dick.
The basics, man. She just wanted the basics. The basics, though. But I said it before. I took a motherfucker to Fleming's and they was like, nigga, you could have wing stopped me. They was not fucking with that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she'll elevate one day. I don't know how old they is. I hope she learns to elevate her mind a little bit past the projects at some point. But it just ain't us. It ain't just us. Because this lady, she reveals she saves hundreds of dollars a month by feeding her baby crickets. That's crazy. A mother revealed that she feeds her 18-month-old baby crickets since they're a great source of protein and has insisted that the tot loves eating the bugs and that it saves hundreds of dollars per month on her grocery bill. I guess. If you were in the wilderness, you would have to eat them. Because I watch Alone and shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Some motherfuckers do eat crickets and bugs and shit, but you started your child out on that. And they will only do what you give them first. You know
right. But again, it's high in protein too. So let's say this. No, for real.
I'm listening.
So this child is learning to eat bugs. Mm-hmm. Crickets, right? Mm-hmm. So what's the danger of eating a cricket? Does it have some kind of disease?
I don't know.
Or do it carry? Can anybody help us? Does it carry?
I don't know.
It's the same thing of she feeding this baby fucking meat, beef.
I always say, who decided the cow instead of the moose?
Yeah, like
I always say that. The cow instead of the lion.
Yeah, we all look at it in a.
So I have to go through the scientific chart. You know what I'm saying?
Like we all look at it because we was trained to eat this shit right here. You know what I mean?
Tamisha always, a lady says, people eat crickets though. You can buy them. I made some niggas eat one. Coming back from Phoenix, they got a gas station that sells like crickets in a sucker. Mm-hmm. So at our Super Bowl parties, we always do crazy shit. Like you either have to take a bite out of an onion or eat a cricket sucker. Story nigga had to eat the cricket. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure there are people who eat cricket. I just don't know if they buy them in bags like the ones she gives her baby.
Yeah, when you got a lizard or iguana,
they come in bulk.
They come in a bulk.
I bought a bag of crickets before for my fish.
Yeah, you throw them in there.
So you down to eat crickets for a month?
I'm not fucking 40.
I'm just saying.
Are
you down to eat crickets for a month?
I'm not changing my diet.
Okay, you ain't fucking with
crickets.
You ain't fucking with it. Okay.
I'm not changing my diet to cricket. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what they might carry or what they might do or don't do. That shit just seemed weird. I get you're saving the money, but yeah, I don't know, because they probably get loose at it because they sell them live. I know they're not dead. They sell them live. In world news, though, we've talked about this several times. 19 new countries submit their membership request to join BRICS, which is the group of people. BRICS stands for, I can't see the first one because of my screen, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, to challenge the U.S. dollar's global dominance. So they now
Brazil.
have... Okay, Brazil. So yeah, they Russia. Now have Yep, Brazil, Russia, India, China stands for BRIC. Oh, South Africa is the S.
Yes.
So they now have 19 new countries who clicked up with them.
How many countries are in the world?
Remember we was doing our homework that one night. We was tweaking.
Shitload of them.
Me and Boss was in here on some like educational shit, looking at
somebody got 54 countries in it. I think that was Africa.
Had the most.
54. And then China had like 45.
Listen to it.
And then the UK was like 40 or something. It's crazy.
That was crazy.
It's got to be more than 130. It's got to be way more than 130.
In the world?
Countries in the world?
Yeah, I don't know because we're one. And a lot of those countries are the size of what we call states.
States, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's got to be more than that. It's crazy.
Okay, countries in the world. How many countries? I see 256. Excuse me. I'm seeing 256 as the number.
I would believe it's somewhere in that area because it started trickling down. Because it's only, what is it?
Africa has 55, 54.
Continents.
Yeah, 7 continents.
So, yeah.
It was a sleeper. It was one that was a sleeper.
That was, who was that? Not the UK. Asia. I think it was Asia. Because they had... I think it was Asia. But
let me see. I won't stay here long. But I just wanted to get a 48.
Asia, huh?
So Asia's close to Africa.
It was
so
Asia.
That's 100. That's 100.
That's 100 between Asia and Africa.
And 19 of these motherfuckers then just joined forces.
So that
19 new ones have joined with the others. So they're trying to.
So
you motherfuckers still got a lot more countries to go.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I wanted to. That's what I was getting to.
More to go, motherfuckers.
So that's what I was getting to. So if it's 19, like
they're at about 24 with the other.
So let's say, let's give you the high number of 30 of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You got a shitload to move,
a bunch of goddamn work to do.
You got a lot of work to do.
We got a little work to do.
Mm-hmm.
I got a little work to do. Let me see something. I was looking for something. Let me grab that. Yeah, they got a little work to do. I got a lot of work to do. I've only been
195
total countries.
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck was I getting 256 from?
I don't know. It's right here, bro. 195.
Okay.
Chloe gave it to us anyway.
Okay. 195. Shout out to Chloe. Doing that homework. So 195 minus the 25 is what?
And the total comprise 193 countries that are members, states of the United Nations. So it's going to be So that's why I was trying to tell y'all. We be worried about, they try to make us worry about shit.
It all starts somewhere, though. It starts somewhere, though. We have to acknowledge that motherfuckers is trying to begin to do something.
That's why I said they always try to do something, but why do we have to follow what they're trying?
We're not following shit. We're just keeping our eye on it, saying, hey, these motherfuckers is trying to cripple this country.
Okay.
Because we don't really fuck with the country. But we see that they're trying to cripple this country, which we live in, which could affect us in the long run if they are able to pull off the shit that they're trying to do.
Bro, it's going to be, it's damn near impossible. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. To cripple us is damn near impossible. You're going to have to take 2 countries that say, fuck it, we're going no balls to the wall against that.
But that's what I'm saying. You always say two powerhouses come together to wipe us the fuck out. So it's not impossible.
Listen, it's impossible for two powerhouses. I say it takes two to come get us.
Right.
But them two have to have a strategy to come bar down and say, are we willing to go at them like that? That's what I'm saying.
Right, but I'm always saying I don't think they can fuck with us.
No,
you always say, nigga, it's nothing for two to come together and wipe us the fuck out.
It ain't.
So it's different when it comes to the money?
No, yeah, because we are the power of the money. But I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. Two can come get us. What I'm saying is, I don't think they have the balls for two to say, we're going to click up and we're going to run at these niggas. Nah, that ain't what they gonna do.
It looked like 19 of these motherfuckers just joined them 2, 4, 5 motherfuckers and they gonna try. But we gonna keep y'all posted because this shit it's always something new every other week. They trying.
Oh yeah, they definitely.
They trying some shit. All right, I saw this scenario and then I looked at the comments on it and it was a bunch of mixed reviews about what people thought. So I wanted to read it to you and then you tell me what you thought in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this situation as well. It says, Keith and Tamika recently married. Tamika is a neurosurgeon who owns $400,000 per year. Keith is the manager at Finish Line and earns $44,000 a year. After the wedding, which she paid for, Keith moves into Tamika's house. She buys him a new Lexus to replace his old Honda Accord, even pays for a 2-week honeymoon to Jamaica. Keith loves Tamika with all his heart and vice versa. They are happy together, but Tamika's family and friends believes that she is stupid. In the comments, let me know what y'all think of this scenario of Keith and Tamika and the family thinking that they're stupid. How you feel about the family's thoughts? Should they show some concern about, or is this exactly what we were talking about yesterday?
Exactly what we was talking about yesterday.
Two people who love each other, find each other, and what they make mean nothing, right?
Means absolutely nothing.
So what? But as Tamika, we'll deal with Tamika first. We'll go to ladies first. You feel me? How should Tamika deal with her family feeling the way they feel? Because her family's like Cher's family right now. Like, he's here to get your money.
Stay out of my motherfucking business.
Stay out of my fucking.
Y'all didn't go to school and y'all didn't go to school all this time to do this shit that I'm doing. Y'all don't have to go clock in and do the shit I have to do to make this money. So stay the fuck out of my business. That's what we need. Right. That needs to be, listen, people, we need to take that on as a thing starting today. When somebody come tell you about what you got going on, first thing gotta be out your mouth is stay the fuck out of my business. Friend, foe, best friend, mom, auntie, sister, cousin, brother, friend, mentor, and stay the fuck out of my business. I didn't ask you. Boss. Until I ask you.
Boss, they're not putting their sisters before you.
It's not even putting, listen.
And I don't mean sisters, I mean the girlfriends.
Listen, it's not even about putting your girlfriend in front of nobody or nothing. That's your business. That's something you wanted to do.
Absolutely.
Tell them to stay the fuck out of your business.
Absolutely.
Simple.
T. Cook Francis says prenup and keep it pushing. I didn't even think about that. I knew one of them prenups was coming though. I should have known a prenup was coming. LaStar Brown says Keith and Tamika are the only ones in the relationship. They shouldn't care what anyone else thinks. If they do, they stupid. You know what I'm saying? Natalie Davis says family needs to stay out of it. We'll just say stay out of it. A trying man is everything. He has something. He's driven. Stay out of the business. I think everyone here is agreeing at this moment. But there are times when the situation is exactly the same and it just doesn't seem like it goes that way.
It don't.
The difference a day makes.
It don't never go that way. But as I said, we need to learn now. As we are there, we need to teach our kids and the kids that's coming after them to mind your fucking business. It doesn't matter that you don't like him. You don't have to fuck him. Right. I do.
And most importantly, love who the fuck you love.
Period. Why are we allowing people to take the love out of our heart because they don't like the situation?
Right.
Did nobody tell you nothing when you was over there fucking with Willie Earl?
Right. You bitter and shit now.
You bitter now.
65.
Willie Earl done got over there with Earl Marie. And
I done been around the block a few times, girl. I know him when I see him. I know what he want. I know what he here to do. No, Grandma.
That's the new shirts.
Stay the fuck out my business.
Stay the fuck out my business. New shirts coming.
Stay the fuck out my business. T-shirts coming soon.
Stay the fuck out my
coming
business.
Soon. Well, this Target in San Francisco wanted y'all to stay the fuck out they shelves. This video has no audio, but this is I guess it's a Target in San Francisco, my nigga. I've seen some aisles with some glass cases, nigga. This entire store, them niggas is stealing around that motherfucker for sure.
They got that old motherfucker locked up.
The whole store.
That look like a prison yard.
Nigga.
Niggas locked up.
I want to say a booster name so bad, but I bet she's been in this motherfucker. I won't do her that way, but I bet she's probably part of the reason for this shit. That's crazy. That's hella crazy.
Tamisha, I understand. Tamisha said if it's my sister, I'm looking out and giving my opinion if she asked. But at the end of the day, I'm here to support her. That's a different thing if she comes to you.
Nope,
if she comes to you.
See, she's not saying she's coming to her.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said it's a different thing.
And that's how it always starts because they don't be coming for the...
That's what I said. If it's a different thing, if she comes, friends and family mad because this nigga only making $44,000 a year. She making $400,000 a year.
Right.
They have a problem with that. Stay the fuck out of my business. That's just what it boils down to. Mind your motherfucking business.
Because that's how it always starts, though. It's just the girlfriends. I'm looking out for my girl. What does he do? What does he make?
Not your
motherfucking
motherfucking business. You not fucking him. He not coming to see you.
So when they come ask her that,
not your motherfucking business.
When they come ask him that, what should they say?
Stay the fuck out of my business.
I just want to embed this in everybody's heads right now. I want this shit to soak in. You know what I'm saying? I want it to soak in.
Facts.
Niggas too. You know what I'm saying? Niggas.
Especially y'all.
Niggas.
Y'all the worst.
You meet a young lady. You hit it off. You date 3 weeks. The homie's having a barbecue. You show up at the barbecue with your girl. She's there. Y'all chilling. The homie say, hey, nigga, you want next on the dominoes? You say, nigga, I'll be right there. Baby, I'm going to play a few games. This is James' girl. They begin to talk. You sit down at the goddamn domino table. And that nigga say, man, you know, everybody used to fuck her back in the day. Boss, what do you tell that nigga?
Stay the fuck out of my business.
Stay the fuck out of my business, nigga. I don't give a fuck what she
did before me. Stay the fuck out of my business, nigga.
Motherfucker.
I'm not ask you what she did.
Yeah.
Ask you how many dicks she done had. Stay the fuck out of my business.
Ladies, you're in the club. You and your girls by the bar. A gentleman walks up and he says, hey, can I buy you ladies a round of drinks? Your friend says, we're fine, but this nigga is fine to you. You say, sure. He buys you a drink. You guys exchange names. He says, I'll talk to you a little later. He moseys back on across the room. Your girlfriend says, bitch, that nigga used to fuck everybody in high school. Boss, what do you tell her?
Bitch, stay out of my business.
Stay out of my motherfucking business.
Bitch, stay out. Do you know what out is? It's O-U-T. Out.
My
motherfucking business.
If we ain't taught them nothing ever, we
they learned something today.
They're not gonna listen to that shit.
They're not
gonna listen to that shit. Motherfuckers gonna ruin somebody else's life tomorrow.
Right.
Sad. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, you know he used to fuck with my home girl, Keisha.
Every goddamn time.
And she gonna sit there and listen and not tell that bitch, shut the fuck up, bitch. Stay out my motherfucking business.
Stay the fuck out my business. Stay the fuck out my business. Boss, you had to use the bathroom really bad. You're far, far away from the crib, though.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, man, let me run in this motherfucker. I gotta use the bathroom. And this motherfucker gets in your business. What are you gonna do?
Sorry, get your dog. Excuse me, dog. Shit. I'm sorry. This is crazy. Oh. You know the song. Sorry.
Oh, he gay. He gay. I thought I was a girl the whole time when he was talking.
No, that was a nigga, mate. Little dog just came and sat next to his drawers, though.
Because he had put it in his drawers.
I'm looking in the comments because the shit says only in Walmart. Somebody else said, nigga, you mad about the dog. We mad you shitting in Walmart.
Oh, shit.
You shitting in Walmart, though. But what do you do if somebody's little chihuahua come curl up next to you when you just really had to?
Hey, come get your dog out my motherfucking business.
Get your dog out my motherfucking. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Pamela Lilly said, when we cross paths, and I hope that's soon.
I'll push your motherfucking ass to the moon.
Pamela Lilly says, yeah, he would have been booted out the stall. That's animal cruelty, Pam. That's animal cruelty.
He had on panties.
I didn't even look to see.
Bro, I thought it was a girl before I even seen his face. He sounded like a woman. I'm like, that's a girl in the men's bath. Maybe I thought it was gonna be one of the bathroom things. Like
maybe it's a lady with a little beard.
The non-gender bathroom thing. Yeah, that's what I thought it was gonna be.
Maybe it's a lady with a little beard. I don't know.
I don't know.
That was definitely different, man. Definitely different.
He was non-binary.
Oh, it's funnier to us than it is to others. In what the fuck news, man? Florida Uber Eats driver killed and dismembered in demonic attack. This story is crazy. The unidentified victim's remains were found in several trash bags around whatever this guy's last name home. They say the victim dropped his wife off at home earlier that evening, went out to make one last delivery. The couple texted back and forth. Around 6:43 p.m., she stopped hearing from him. The man never made it home, which prompted his wife to alert local authorities, who contacted Uber Eats, got the coordinates of his last stop that day. You know what I'm saying? Police went to the house to question, to find no one home. They returned the next day and obtained the home's security footage, which showed the driver walking up to the home. The motion detecting camera abruptly went dark at 6:45 p.m. Damn, they was talking at 6:43. Damn, 2 minutes. 2 minutes in between the time. The footage showed him the following day carrying trash bags outside the house. Man, be smooth. Be smooth. These services and shit are very helpful to us. DoorDash, Uber, all that. But you got to be careful. That's why I don't think I could do the Uber shit, because I'm not comfortable with a motherfucker sitting behind me. Apparently, this dude came and brought a delivery to the door and got snatched in or something. It's crazy. Stay dangerous, man. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. This kid, this is quick. High school senior awarded a record-breaking $9 million in scholarships. I saw this and I just wanted to cheer him on. His name is Dennis Barnes. He received $9 million in scholarships from over 125 colleges. That doesn't mean he can use all. He just uses whatever each one offered him, though, right?
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah, he's fluent in like all these languages and shit. I read up on him. I didn't clip all that, but he's fluent in Spanish, and so he even got offered to go to some shit like in Spain, another school or something. But big salute to that kid, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't out here. Let me show his face. Everybody ain't out here just, you know what I'm saying, robbing, stealing, and killing. Some of these kids is out here. He's 16 years old. He's out here doing some other shit on another level, making us look good. You know what I'm saying? He's making us look good. So salute to that guy, making us look good out here. $9 million. Let me see what else we had in here. All right, in this video, we often get these. I ordered something, you heard it wrong. Or I said it wrong, and then it becomes an issue. Because I'm a finicky eater. So if I forget the mayo and tomato to take that shit off, I'm coming back around and say I said it, even if I didn't say it. I'm going to say, no, I asked. That I'm probably part of the reason why they ask, does your order appear right on the screen? Because if I forget to ask for the shit I don't want on my shit, I come back around anyways and act like you forgot when I forgot. You know what I'm saying? But apparently this nigga ordered some shit that he said he didn't order and it went left. Let's take a look.
And then he'll pay for it.
Can you read what this says?
Did you hear what I said?
Can you read what this says?
Hear what I just said?
Did you hear what I just said?
Give me my money.
I don't do refunds.
Ma'am.
You got to do refund.
I don't want no rap.
They gonna make your order.
No,
That's what's wrong up.
Did I ask for a rap? Did I ask for a rap?
Did I ask for a rap? They don't know what you asked for.
Ma'am, I told you I want 2 shot size and 2 legs in his box. Yeah.
Okay, look, when you came up
She
here,
rung me up for that.
You said, okay. He said you rap.
Hey, listen, I did not say no rap.
Excuse me. What you're not gonna do is come in here with the attitude.
Okay, well, give me my
You
money
asked
back.
for what you, I'm not giving you nothing back. We do not do refunds. Once your order is total out.
Give me my money back.
Can you read what it say?
Please give me my money back. Can you just give him his food?
No, I'm giving him what he paid for.
Okay.
You ready to order love?
That's not what I asked for. What did I ask for?
When you came up here, what did I get for you, sir?
Okay, you the one that said rap. I didn't say no rap.
Okay.
Give him 2 pieces.
Okay,
you gonna take the rap.
What can I get for you, sir?
You keep on getting in my face like that, I'll knock your jaw loose.
No.
I want you to try. Let's go.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Fucking try.
We're not finna hit women.
Let's
No,
go.
no.
We're not finna hit women, bro. I will call the police. We're not finna
I don't care who it is. I want my money, man.
I want to see you knock me out, baby.
Okay, hold on. No, go.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Let's go. What's up?
I need you to go. Come on,
Yeah, he need to go. Yeah, he need to go.
You ready, boy?
Who was right, who was wrong, boss?
Let me tell you, fast food workers, something. You don't own that motherfucking restaurant you work at. You don't. They're paying you bare minimum of what you deserve to sling their food. if you got it wrong, it's okay. They got enough of that shit they throw away.
Every day.
Every single day. So if the nigga said he ordered this, that, and the third, go back there and give him what he asked for. Get on with your business. I don't get it. They act like they gonna miss a check because they gave a thigh away.
Right.
You ain't missing a check because you gave a thigh away.
And he just said, here, you take it.
Here, you take it.
Give me my money
Give
back.
me my money back.
Mm.
That's crazy, man.
Crazy as fuck. And one more thing to you fast food workers. Put ketchup in the goddamn bag and some napkins and shit.
It's a law now. On the window, ask for condiments. You got to ask for it now.
Because they save millions of dollars.
Yeah. Utensils, straws, all that shit, you got to ask for it. Because they ain't going to give
save
you that.
millions of dollars by not giving away those ketchup packets and them napkins. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to sit there and I'm going to look at it and I'm going to say, hey. I told a nigga the other night at Sonic, like, hey, I need ketchup. That nigga looked like, really? And that nigga brought me all the ketchup. Like, nigga, I didn't even want that much goddamn ketchup. But thank you.
Oh.
Thank you, sir.
Y'all don't own that fast food restaurant, don't. And then, like, she came from behind a door. Like,
he threatened her, though. He said, you keep talking, I'll knock your jaw off.
Listen, how you gonna jump over this counter and knock my jaw off? But I'm not just gonna put myself in harm's way so you can knock my jaw off.
Right.
Come on, man.
At that point, it was up. The nigga said, listen now, you keep on talking now, knock your jaw off. Crispy Davis says we must remember that fast food restaurants will hire just about anybody.
Facts. And that's why you have bad customer service. That's why you have bad Yelp reviews on you. Don't go to that KFC on Belmont. You're going to be mad. You know what I mean? So it's all going to hurt.
In the comments, worst restaurant in your city, wherever you are. Worse. Where you going? In Vegas, boss, Chipotle, they never got enough people working?
They never got enough people working. Oh, my God. My God.
I went to that motherfucker yesterday. It was this bitch is making the burritos and
taking the order, going to fix some, dropping
out.
some chicken. Like, what the? D, you took me out. I'm looking. I'm like, the line is long as fuck in here, and it's two people.
Doing everything.
Doing everything in this. I mean, they're prepping food. They're making sure that there's some meat coming out. Lettuce coming. I'm like,
is that everything you want? Well, that bitch, you at the register. That's crazy.
It was crazy, bro.
Okay, Mandy says Popeyes by my house. Which one though? We're blasting it. Worst customer service. We want it. Tell us the streets. Tell us the cross streets. We want to blast the restaurants. Pamela Lilly says, I used to be assistant manager at Carl's Jr. a long time ago. I would give more than what they said we were allowed to. Fuck the owners and their bottom line. All right. I dig it.
You come to Taco Bell when I was 17. You're liable to get everything in that motherfucker.
Take all
hey, I didn't order this. LL.
Popeyes by Sunnyside is bad?
Popeyes.
By Sunnyside.
Oh, that's worse.
It's bad?
Yeah, Dre them got a lawsuit. You know, they fired all the blacks in there and hired all Mexicans.
Damn.
They fired every black person that worked in there at this time when Dre was working there.
Damn.
Fired everybody. Kept the manager, the black manager. And then when they got a Mexican manager in, they fired her ass too.
Damn.
And I just found out that shit is not like, it's franchise. So somebody owns that.
One particular.
Yeah.
Oh, so they can do it how they want.
They can do how they want.
Mandy McIntyre says they got roaches.
They're terrible. They always out of something.
So does Ho-Ho's, but the customer service is excellent.
They're always out of something.
Mark's Kitchen has the fucking worst customer service, but it's on purpose. Shout out to Mark's Kitchen. I went in there and let her cuss me out while I was in town.
I keep saying that. I gotta go check.
You gotta go. She cussed you the fuck out though. She cussed me out on the phone when I called. I'm like, yeah, let me get the chow mein with the shrimp and the combination. She was like $25. I'm like $25 for one order of chow mein. Boss your life up, nigga. She didn't say nigga. Motherfucker. She would have said nigga, I would have had a lawsuit. She's bossed your life up. Big boy, this big boy shit. This big boy shit. Yeah, she's funny though. I love her. I should have filmed her ass.
Oh, God.
I should have filmed her ass.
Big boy shit.
Mandy says I love her. She's funny as fuck. I love her. I forgot all about it. I just happened to be right there and needed something to eat. I went. She's one of the original motherfuckers that do that. You know what I'm saying? But this is the viral video, boss, of the young lady who beat up the teacher. You know what I'm saying? The teacher has since got out of the hospital. She's saying she's unable to work. She's unable to see out of one eye or something. I want you to look at it. Tell me, is it as bad as it looks? And how would you handle your child if this is what they done?
You're not gonna talk to me like that, you dumbass bitch. You're not gonna talk to me like that. Bitch, you're not gonna talk to me like that. You're not gonna talk to me like that. You dumbass playing in my face right now. You need to give her a
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my God.
Put your hands on me.
Yeah, I swear to God, if you don't get your hands,
Put your hands on me.
get your hands on me. I'm gonna start swinging back.
Oh God damn.
It was kind of crazy. The teacher did attempt to walk away.
If they didn't expel my child from that school, I'm embarrassing her ass every fucking day.
For real.
I'm going to make her go to that classroom where that teacher is. Put your hands on that motherfucking board. And I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna whoop in front of everybody. You getting the ass whooping till I feel like I'm satisfied.
Stop whooping ass.
Till I'm satisfied. Every day till I'm satisfied.
That's crazy.
You're not going to, that's my mama used to say, you're not going to embarrass me.
Right.
And when she said it, she meant it.
And that's the thing, though. Parents don't want the teachers to say anything to their kid now. Shh. Don't say nothing to my kid. What are they doing? You call me and tell me what they're doing. But they coming into this motherfucker acting like this. So what are you going to say that you ain't been saying at the house in order for them to go in there acting like this every day? It started at home, or am I wrong?
Definitely started at home. It definitely started at home. But then I'm going to say this too. You know your mama wouldn't allow you to do that shit. But then you get around and try to be the class clown.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want everybody to high five you and ha ha ha, look at you. And so you get yourself caught up in the moments doing shit you shouldn't do. So your mama.
Yeah, I was definitely one of them kids.
Your mama need to come up there and embarrass your ass. Because that's worse than anything. See, you can be embarrassed by your mama cutting your hair and sending you to school. No. Bring your ass to that classroom and whoop that ass in front of everybody.
They probably gonna put your ass in jail, though. See, that's the society we live in.
Check this out.
Then they want to put you in jail and take the kids from you now.
Put me in jail, like my mama said. Put me in jail before you put my child in the grave. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna go to jail before I allow you to bury my child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna whoop your ass. So guess what? I get out of jail. I'm gonna get out of jail. And till I'm satisfied, I'm coming up there and whoop your ass.
Coming back? You coming back?
Till I'm satisfied, I'm gonna come back up there and whoop your ass.
They done put the child in the foster home. This nigga gonna find the school.
Find the school and I'm gonna whoop your ass some more.
Gonna find the school. What? Okay. Surprise, motherfucker.
Hello, motherfucker. I'm back.
I've arrived, motherfucker. Yeah.
You're right.
For real, though. That's crazy, man.
That's what you gotta do.
Y'all kids' asses.
Handcuff, whoop they ass. And people don't believe in ass whoopings, and I say this all the time. I hear you. Some kids need it though. Some kids need it.
Right.
You allow them to get away with the shit they do, they're gonna keep pushing the limits, keep pushing the envelope,
Right.
keep pushing the moment. Bro, I wasn't a tough guy. I was an athlete. So my mom was my everything. So, but I knew when she got mad, I don't give a fuck how old I got.
Right.
I wasn't playing with her.
Right.
Period. I wasn't playing with her. Cause I can think of some shit she might try to do.
A pot.
So,
a vase.
I wasn't going to play. My mom had a marble ashtray. Rest in peace, my older brother. They got into it. She hung that motherfucker at him so fast. Boy, I said, if that would have hit him, mama, you would have bust his whole scalp open.
Damn.
That probably would have damn near killed him. I said, boy, I didn't play with mama.
Them days is gone, my nigga.
Didn't play with mine.
Them days is gone. These motherfuckers at school whooping on the
teachers and shit.
Religiously. That's why I was happy. My mama, I say it all the time. I was glad when she retired. She worked in the office though. But they come in there and it'd be bullshit going on. You know what I'm saying? And then the parents come and they on bullshit. So it's like, damn, this the motherfucker. This where it's coming from. You the motherfucker coming up here tripping about them tripping. They up here tripping. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. This little girl goes to her dad's house for the weekend. What did you say? What did you say they do when they get back? Interrogate the kids?
Yeah. What the fuck was your mama doing over there?
Well, this little girl gave her full report. Let's listen.
Have some roaches in here. Yeah, it's fine. They were over here on top of the refrigerator.
Gross. There were just roaches all over the place?
Yes. They were dead and everything. I was scared to sit on the couch. I sat on Dad's lap the whole time, scared to death, shivering, shaking, trying to act like I was cold the whole time. I was really shivering because I was scared of the dang cockroaches that they had in there, saying, oh no, it's not a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. Oh, we just have some roaches in here, yeah. Oh, we just have some roaches in here, yeah, it's fine. They were over here on top of the refrigerator.
That's a problem.
I was shivering.
Daddy got roaches. I ain't mad at her for reporting that shit. I ain't mad. Daddy got roaches. I'm gonna need to send her ass over there with something.
Daddy got roaches.
What's that shit we said? That motherfuckers just had to line the cabinets with?
Boric
acid. Yeah. Mama need to send her over there with some boric acid in her motherfucking
her backpack.
Yeah, the next time.
Mama told me to give you this.
Yeah. Definitely.
Mama said this won't help you with your problem.
That's a problem for sure. Crazy shit.
Hella boric acid around your shit. Just bomb it. That's it. Bomb your house, man. Yeah. Tell them people come put that big ass circus tent over your house. Everybody knew what that was.
Everybody knew though.
You had that circus tent over your house. They got hella roaches.
You'll never live that down. No, man, it's termites. No, nigga.
It's got roaches. Hella roaches.
It's roaches.
Your roaches is bad.
And y'all had a house though, so you probably was doing better than me.
Yeah, well, we still was gonna talk about that ass.
We was gonna cook your ass. You got that tent.
You got that circus tent. The circus came to your house? What you mean? We seen that tent on your house.
Hey, and when you a kid, you thinking it's some fun shit until you realize, nah,
we can't even go in the house for 2 days.
It's over. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. This guy right here, man.
Who invented that, though?
What, the tent?
Who invented that shit? The tent.
I guess that was a way to keep it out. They don't have them that much no more.
No, because
they got ways to bomb this shit now.
Other shit you can do. Go ahead.
But I was saying this guy goes to stay with his brother for a weekend or something. And he calls this pranking his sassy brother. I'm sure y'all will figure out why. Let's take a look.
To pee all over your sassy brother's toilet.
What?
You are a dog.
What?
You are disgusting. Do you even drink water?
What is wrong?
You are a fucking pig. From now on, if you want to go to the toilet in my house, you sit on the fucking toilet seat. Were you dancing when you were pissing?
What do you mean?
Clean it up.
What do you mean?
Clean it up.
What?
You know exactly.
No, I don't.
Pissed all over the fucking house.
How?
You're a dog.
No, I didn't.
Clean it up.
I didn't do anything.
Pretend to pee all over your sassy brother's toilet.
I said, were you dancing while you were pissing?
You're a fucking dog, man. You're a dog.
That was funny. And his brother was sassy. You know?
Hella fruit and pudding in that motherfucker drawer.
little bro was sassy to the motherfucker.
Hella fruit and pudding.
Extra sassy. Extra.
Somebody put sugar in his tank for real, huh?
A bag. CNH. A bag of CNH.
The whole sugar bag in that one.
All right, boss, it's about that time. You know what I'm saying? It's about that time. It's about that time. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. You're having trouble in your life.
Don't need that no more.
You need a new wife.
We're going to help you get
It's
it.
time to ask Dr. Real. You're having trouble with your man.
Oh, girl, don't worry.
Girl, you need a new plan.
We're going to help you with that.
It's time to ask Dr. Real.
Yes.
It's time for some Ask Dr. Real. Sending your scenarios, stories, situations to either my inbox or Money Boss's inbox, and we assure you that you shall remain anonymous. You know what I'm saying? This is different. We got a rebuttal. We got a rebuttal from yesterday.
Oh, shit.
The guy told us that he asked them to watch. They did. And they responded.
I can only imagine.
So she says, so yesterday, Mr. I can't say his name, but she says, so yesterday, Mr. whatever his name is, wrote you saying they want to date someone, but the friend in the middle was hating and standing in the way. Well, guess what? I'm that friend. He told me he was writing y'all and asked me to watch, so I did, but he is definitely not telling the whole story. The reason I say he can't date my friend or someone in our circle is because I've tried dating a friend of his twice, and just like him, I came to him about it, and he said no. His reason was he don't want me out here looking ran through. I respected his wishes, and I chose my men outside of our circle, so I expect him to do the same. As simple as that. A lot of people said I want him. I don't. If I did, I would have him. The reason is what I said it is. Don't ask me to do what you're not willing to do, period. If that's what we doing, then it's a free for all for everybody. It's time to ask Dr. Real. So I guess my nigga left some things out of the story. Apparently she came to him wanting to date a friend or two of his in the past, and he said, I don't want you out here looking ran through, little baby. I don't want you looking ran through. They gonna think you loving the crew. He got legitimate grounds, or do you have any words to give her on as far as the situation goes?
He has no legitimate grounds, period. Because once she moved on past you, brother, whatever she's doing with her life, that's what she's doing. Still be a friend on the outside looking in. Don't be a friend on the inside telling her what to look out for on the outside. You know what I'm saying? So she has a legitimate gripe too, because how you gonna tell her what it looks like, but then turn around and do the same thing that she was trying to do, and tell her no, but you want her to tell you yes.
Right.
That doesn't make sense, my brother.
Right.
You like this woman. You still got feelings for this woman, and this woman has moved on. So you should too. You know what I mean? And
so you believe what they believed about her, because all the women yesterday said she still wanted him.
No,
but
this nigga want her still.
This nigga.
That's why he called in. This nigga.
You left some shit out.
And he did it on purpose. He did it on purpose.
He
didn't want everybody to know the truth. I knew it was something. Didn't I say this to y'all though? It's something more to this shit. I knew it was, because it shouldn't be no reason why she telling you no about a friend. Like, that's your thing. I got a man already, nigga. What you doing is what you doing.
Right.
I'm not putting the I'm not the security of your penis. I'm not watching what you doing with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you don't have the chastity belt with the lock and key for this vagina neither. So, you know, go on and have your business. But sweetheart, y'all need to split as friends. Y'all can still be friends, but as far as being close friends, you guys need to split and get away from each other, hanging out, double dating, all that shit. Cause this nigga still like you. This nigga still got some type of feelings towards you. And all that's doing is creating problems. And it's gonna create more problems because it's gonna always be around. So,
and we had your back, dog.
Yeah, get away from that shit. Homeboy, you fool.
We had your back. You know what
you
I'm saying?
hella fool. Yeah, that's all. All she got to do is.
And that was going to be my suggestion, and you hit it. My suggestion is y'all got to hang outside of y'all circle.
Right. Facts.
Y'all got to limit that shit to a few barbecues.
That's it.
A few kickbacks. Like y'all.
Yeah,
y'all
stop
can,
double dating and shit. No, none of that.
Yeah.
Don't bring your new girl with her new dude. None of that.
I already don't think
all you doing is measuring.
Like
all he really is doing is measuring this bitch to this bitch when he bring her around. That's all. It's the measuring stick to see if he gonna get a reaction out of her.
Right.
If something, you know what I mean. That's it. It's weird.
And he says he don't want her looking ran through.
Yeah, come on, bro. She was listen, somebody ran through her before you had her. Somebody running through her after you left her. So what are you talking about, my brother?
Hey, what my nigga said on the thing? I probably should say. Yeah. The motherfucker said, the girl said, he said something about what she looked like if she ran through. He said, what does it make you? Oh, the whore maker.
The whore maker.
So my nigga felt like she looked like a whore, and he looked like the whore maker.
That's what she said too.
Yeah.
You know, women that been ran through, you know what that makes them look like, right? That makes them look like a whore. She said, so what about men? He said, well, we're the whore makers.
Yeah. But that ain't cool, my nigga, because y'all friends. Ed. Y'all friends, though.
He was special ed.
So that scenario ain't cool, because y'all friends. And
move on.
You holding her back.
Right.
Which has her holding you back. And then she said at the end, if that's what we doing, it's a free-for-all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she open to it, nigga, but you got to be open to letting her do her thing as well.
Facts.
And quit writing in and leaving shit out. You're leaving shit out,
giving them fake statements and shit.
You leaving shit out, nigga.
You're giving us half of the story. If you want me to know something, tell me all of it.
Man, we apologize for creaming you like that yesterday.
And I definitely creamed you.
We annihilated your whole shit. Comments, everybody annihilated. We apologize. We didn't have the whole story. We're sorry. We get what we get, is what we always say here. We get what we get. But that was easy.
That was easy.
0 to 100. The chances of them remaining friends after this shit.
Oh, they're gonna be friends.
They'll be friends.
100% friends. They'll be friends.
Y'all just gotta be friends different.
Yeah, you got a friend. You gotta expand your friendship now. That's it. Your friendship is close. Just expand it. That's all.
Yeah. Maybe y'all will be better friends after you both are married and shit. Maybe then y'all can hang, because there ain't no new people coming in. He'll have to accept who you permanently gonna be with, and then you find who you permanently gonna be with outside the circle.
Right.
Then y'all can hang out.
Yeah, right. Because he still has feelings.
Right.
That's all.
No more hanging out with motherfuckers that's single in the circle, and then you get one and she wants one and she can't have one, but you can have one. You being selfish, dog. You being selfish.
Right.
Free to pee. Free to pee. And it was simple as that. That was Ask Dr. Real.
Facts.
All right, let's do this.
Let's get into the meat and potatoes.
Let's do this. This young lady has some shit to say about men, their feelings, and how men and their feelings are treated in relationships, in arguments. I personally know many women who are 31 and 0 in arguments. They've never been wrong. They never lose. And if you begin to lose, you resort to, you're sounding like a bitch for expressing his feelings. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's listen to what she says. She says it better than I do. Let's take a look.
Say it because men can't. More often than not, women will argue with their emotions so that they're always right. Not all the time, but more often than not, women will argue with their feelings so that they're always right. Because no matter what, your feelings are valid. Period. That's the full sentence. But now if we're having a conversation, I tell you, you weren't supposed to feel that way. Even if I didn't mean to make you feel that way, if I tell you that your feelings are dumb, now I'm gaslighting you. But the only person that could validate those feelings is you. And I have to accept how you feel. Period. But then if I try and introduce logic to the situation, then I'm missing the point. Okay? As a man, if you try and argue your feelings, then you're a bitch. Okay. So now there's no conversation to be had. It's just, you made me feel this way, apologize, and let's get over it. But I didn't get off nothing about how I felt or how I feel about the situation or what I thought. And this is coming from a woman that processes her emotions and feelings in private and argues with logic and unbiased worldview opinions in public. So I'm just trying to figure out when do y'all accept or try and hear the other point of view? That's all I want to know. I'm just curious. I'm going to say it because men can't. More often than not, women will argue with...
On the contrary.
What's she saying though, boss?
Basically what she's saying is women will use all of their emotions and their feelings to tell a man everything that she has on her heart, wearing it on her shoulder, and want him to understand it and hear her out. But as soon as he tried to do the same thing, she doesn't see it in the same light. Now he's acting like a little girl. You're whining like a little bitch. Why are you acting this way? Instead of saying, okay, I hear you. I get what you're saying, but it's too much.
And not just saying I hear you,
right.
but
hearing me. Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? I say this to people. People do two things. They either listen or they hear you. When they listen, it goes in one ear, out the other. When they hear you, it sticks between both of them.
A lot of people just wait for their turn to talk again.
Yeah. And most people, they don't want to hear you. They want to listen so they can have a rebuttal. There's a rebuttal back. Or there's a, well, you don't understand.
They're just waiting for that ammo to keep fucking talking.
Right. You don't understand. Or you don't. And then when that person, that man or that other guy, that guy says, well, okay, I hear you. Now, this is me coming to you. So, what kind of bitch ass shit is that? Nigga, come on. Get out your feelings.
It's different.
It's different.
That's not what I was trying to make. Okay, but
right.
You can't take away what I feel like.
Right.
Whatever you feel like you thought you were doing or thought you were projecting or thought you were saying, this is how the shit made me feel.
Right.
This is how I feel about this shit. I'm not like, you know?
You're right.
Well, that's not even what I'm... Okay, but this is how it's making me feel. So rather than say, let me work on what's making this person feel like that, they stick to the point of, I'm going to stay in the space I'm in and do the shit that I do because that's not what I'm trying to make you feel like. Even though you're making a motherfucker feel like that.
Right.
But expect the man, or sometimes even the other person. We won't just make it whatever.
Man or woman, right.
Make the other person work on whatever it was that made them feel the way they felt.
I have a thing that I tell people, and this is any woman I've ever dealt with, and you can go ask them. Them are your motherfucking feelings. Can't nobody make nothing go no way with your feelings but you.
Exactly.
No matter what the fuck I say, no matter what the fuck I do, them are your feelings.
Right.
So whatever the fuck I'm doing that's wrong, you can either let it hit you where it's going to affect your feelings, or you can block that shit out and say, fuck that. I don't even want them to deal. I don't need no feelings dealing with that. So your feelings are your feelings, just like my feelings are my feelings. If I'm in my feelings, that's why they call it my feelings. Them are mine.
Right.
Let me deal with my feelings. Now, if I'm expressing my feelings to you, then that's what I'm doing to you.
Right.
But you have to deal with your feelings.
Right. And like I said, retain that shit, hear that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because if you say, okay, I hear you, and the work ain't being done, and then tomorrow it's the same shit, you didn't hear the shit. You didn't hear it.
They don't, I mean, let me say this again. We don't be on here trying to make it a man or woman thing. So when we say this, it's just in the general aspect of saying something, because that post I sent you, this lady, there was a young lady that got on here and said, you guys are generalizing women, or generalizing this statement. Well, how else do you get to the bottom of it? So she didn't want to hear, because she said, me, I'm not like this. Now we're talking about you.
You're just like this on the post.
You're just like this on the post right now, because now you're speaking about you. You know what I'm saying? So I like to read the post. I like to go in the post and read the comments.
I see you do that a lot. I see you do that a lot, because sometimes you'll watch a video. We'll both be watching videos because we look for shit.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, God damn, that motherfucker. Because when you're in the comments, the video's still playing. I'm like, is he watching this motherfucker 9 times? But you're in the comments.
I'm in the comments, and I don't turn
getting the vibe from the people.
Getting the vibe from the people. So now I can get me part of, okay, I already kind of got my perspective of what I'm seeing from the video.
Right.
But now let me get out of my perspective. Fuck mine. Let me go into others and see, you know what I mean? Because there'd be a lot of women that say what they say. It'd be a lot of men saying what they saying, and try to way to balance out.
And everyone is different.
Everyone is different.
But if I read 36 comments and 29 go a certain way, that's the majority.
That's the majority.
No matter how many people pop up and say, well, okay, that's you then. It's 29 motherfuckers. It's only 7 of you.
You, right.
And 4 of you motherfuckers are lying. 4 of you are lying. So after you take your consensus,
then I come to the podcast and give my own personal analysis on the situation, and then use what some of the women and men say in our podcast, and then give them and take it from there, because that's just how it is. Because it's not going to always be how I think it, because if it's how I think it, then you motherfuckers is in trouble.
Julie, I'm about to batter your name. In advance, let me tell you. But Julie Nigan, I hope I got close. Julie Nigan says, men feelings need to be heard too. Letting your woman know how you feel does not make you less of a man. Absolutely not.
That's Julie Nguyen. She's Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nguyen.
Chris P says they can listen, but if they don't comprehend what you're saying, then they're still lost. I absolutely agree to that. Like I said, a lot of motherfuckers just wait for their turn to talk.
Yeah, because they just listening to what you're saying.
They just waiting for their turn to say what the fuck they want to say.
They're not
that
hearing
shit
you.
you just said, a motherfucker doesn't stop and say, I didn't know you felt like that. What
At
made
all.
you feel like that?
They don't never say that.
So when I did this, that made you...
The other person never says that to the person that's saying it.
Never.
Man or woman.
31-0 in arguments. They're determined to win. You know what I'm saying?
And if it's and if it's a woman, if she does that, it's she wants to apologize and move on. She don't even really give a fuck about your feelings. She just wants to apologize and move forward.
Right. And it comes out in other ways, like making you dinner the next day or something.
Right.
But that's not what needs to be done. You doing some other shit isn't the same as you acknowledging where you were wrong.
Right.
And then doing the work on where you were wrong over the next few days or the next few months or whatever. Just doing other shit outside of that argument to make up for it is not the same as working on it. You know what I'm saying? The problem will continue. Pamela Lilly says, this is why being each other's safe space is important. Both sides should be able to express their feelings without being ridiculed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me see. Who shit? I just opened up some other shit. Tiffany Monet says, both parties have to be able to express themselves or it won't work. Tayasha responded, both parties have to be able to express themselves and be heard. Oh, she responded to her comment with and be heard. Tamisha, always a lady, says you're only going to be in a disagreement when feelings are involved. If you're dealing with somebody, feelings should be involved. Yeah, feelings should be involved. I'm not arguing with no motherfucker.
No?
I'm just saying, if ain't no feelings involved,
I'm not arguing with you. I don't
we
give a
ain't
fuck.
finna, you know what I'm saying? And then as that shit begins to deteriorate, I'm done arguing. That's why I said it's hard for me, boss, to even stay. And when you was like, nah, bro, you would have to keep, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like as the feelings deteriorate, you know what I'm saying?
Then you're gonna leave.
I'm wiggling. I'm out of there.
I feel you.
Pew.
Vogue meet in the street.
Vogue. Wait, you gonna do what?
Vogue meet in the street.
When I'm out of there, what am I doing? That's me for sure. Gabrielle Brown says, I still acknowledge his feelings and say I understand how you feel. If I'm wrong, apologize, because if you love them, their feelings matter. Okay.
So let me ask,
hearing it though.
Let me ask people. This is what I like to find things out, because it's always good for me. It may not be good for everybody. For me. So when having a disagreement, do you feel that that you can get over the disagreement still disagreeing? Or do you leave the disagreement still mad that you guys disagreed? Kind of get what I'm saying? Like, I wonder that, because if I always say we can be adults, we can agree to disagree, but are we over the disagreement part? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do we know there's a disagreement here?
Right.
Do this disagreement lingers? Because we can agree to disagree, but do the disagreement still lingers because we never came to a conclusion
right
of the disagreement?
And that's what I mean by retaining the information that was said to you and understanding, okay, this ain't what she likes.
Right.
This is a trigger for this person.
Right.
Work on this. And them saying, okay, he hates it when I do this. And begin to work on that. Begin to work on that gradually. Show some effort. So it's exactly what you're saying. Do we get over this shit? You might not get over it that day, but at some point, That shit has to be ironed out, smoothed out. It might not happen in the same night.
Right. No. It never happens in the same night because you left the disagreement agreeing to disagree.
Right.
We both agree we're disagreeing with this.
Yeah, we agree to disagree on this shit.
We're going to disagree on this situation here.
Right.
But because we didn't come to an agreement about the disagreement, we agreed that we both disagree. But because we both disagree and we're partners, where was the common medium for us in this disagreement?
Yeah, because even when agreeing to disagree, you have to
still
have some understanding
right.
of the parameters of, okay, this triggers another one of these. We don't want another one of these. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga DeQuincy is something else.
DeQuincy Lee says, I'm not yelling at you and turn around. What do you say? I'm not yelling at you. Turn around and eat your cooking. Hell no.
Eat your cooking. Hell no.
You think it's going to be poison? If I think I'm going to be poison, I'm really out of here.
This nigga is crazy, man.
I'm really out of there.
He's the one-liner king.
She got to be a good-ass cook to poison me. I just can't turn down the meal. She got to cook good as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Julie, you told me how to say it, so let me go back.
New wind.
New yin.
Yin or win?
Pronounce new yin.
Right.
Or win.
Or win.
Okay,
yeah.
Newen.
I had a kid. I went to school with a kid named.
Okay. So Julie Newen says, can people normalize just talking about the situation like civilized adults instead of arguing? Once the voices start raising, yeah, I start phasing the fuck on out of there. I can see my new bitch already.
I don't know.
My new girl is just waiting for me somewhere. As that shit increases, as this shit increases,
but I'm gonna tell you what,
I'm already visualizing a perfect relationship somewhere else.
I'm not gonna say I don't argue, cause I was in debate. I was in debate class.
We see.
No, seriously, and I learned how. But this is the crazy thing: in debate, you learn how to speak.
In debate, you also learn to win, though.
Yeah, I was just.
I was in debate for the half a semester.
You learn how to speak without being angry.
Yes, for sure.
About something.
Yeah, for sure.
You learn how to get your point across without being mad at somebody else's point of view. So when I say that, I'm saying this like, that's why I really laugh at a lot of stuff when I say what I say, because I think about it and it takes me back. And I'm like, well, you're just debating what they don't like, or you're debating something that they feel like it's this way. So when I be saying things and I have to think about that sometimes, because a lot of them jump down my throat and allow somebody else to say the same thing and be cool with it. So I'm like, oh, it's just the debate in it.
Right, but then when you're debating a person who isn't a debater,
right,
they feel attacked.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I have to think, I never thought about that neither.
Especially though, if it's a motherfucker who's 31-0 and they beat every boyfriend in every argument because they just, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They over scream and then they, you know how it goes. Sometimes it goes to the low blows. Motherfuckers get to just pulling shit out the cut about all kind of shit. Little dick. Because it escalates and she's a master of the argument. Right. So it's kind of hard. Then it draws you into a place where, okay, I'm better at this than you. let me crush your little ego real quick. Now you've drawn me into a war.
Right.
Now it's a war. I'd rather just remove myself. Pamela Lilly says, I don't like arguing with anyone. Either put a pin in it and come back when we can actually talk about it, or shut the fuck up. And that goes for both parties. That might work. It might not, because you might not want to talk about this shit. I'm not going to go 3 fucking days and then want to have the discussion that I could have had 3 days ago, though. I was ready to have it then.
Right. And I think that's the problem, too. Like, they'll want to have this conversation. I'm like this. This is me. Once we have this, if this is over, I don't backtrack my days. I don't.
Right.
I don't remake that same money again.
Right.
That's how I feel. If I made X amount of dollars yesterday, if I'm not gonna make that same amount of money yesterday, I'm not going back into what happened yesterday.
You hear me?
That's over.
I'm not waiting 3 days to talk about this shit.
That's over. If you didn't get it out, then you're not getting it out.
You went somewhere to build a case.
You hired a PI.
Fuck all that. I'm not
You hired a PI to get you some information.
3 fucking days later for you to try to. I'm doing shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting. I'm not. My mind has moved on. Now you want to take my energy back to where the fuck I don't even like bad fucking energy. So now I'm supposed to put bad energy back into my life purposely?
Right.
Pam, I can't roll with you on that one.
Yeah.
We gonna get this shit out the way right now.
Instantly.
You know what I'm saying? So if you go in the other room and shut the door, don't come back in here in the middle of the movie I'm watching trying to talk now.
Can we talk?
Don't text me 4 days later on the subject.
Are you better now? Now can we talk?
Fuck all of that. You know what I'm saying?
If you don't get the fuck out of my motherfucking business.
On to the next. Gabrielle Brown says, I let a man vent. I'm not arguing. Some dudes can't handle no argument. Most of the time, they gonna be the bigger person and feel bad about it. But if you argue, they not gonna care to hear or care how you feel. A lot of men aren't well at arguing because it's a man and a woman arguing. That's like, it's already some different shit 'cause this is a man.
Right.
2 men in an argument is way different than 2 women in an argument.
Facts.
2 men in an argument can get physical and some whole other shit quick. You know what I'm saying? So men ain't good arguers already. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Since the Stone Ages. Motherfucker arguing, we're attacking their whole country, killing the village, all that. It's just hereditary in us. So let's just get this shit out the way.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk. Hear what this man is saying. Because we're in a new day and age. And we talk about the mental health shit a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of women say they want a man who's caring or whatever. But a lot of the times it's hard to express your feelings and say what the fuck you feel. If you're expressing what you're feeling and how you feel about what's making you feel the way you feel, and it just goes in one ear and out the other, it's like, I'm not finna even keep doing this shit. I'd rather not talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. I'd rather keep it moving. Q-Ball says, at that point, motherfucker really just want you to shut the fuck up already. They just want you to say you're wrong, even when you might be right. If you have 2 things out of 12 right, they're not going to tell you those 2 are right. They will highly emphasize on the one thing that you were wrong about.
Facts.
The one thing you were wrong about. For instance, we want to do that.
Please don't.
The one thing the motherfucker was wrong about, they won't acknowledge the one thing because it's 12-1. They don't want to hear that one thing that may have made you cause these 12 things. Your one thing may have caused these 12 things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to hear that shit though.
Facts.
They don't care. But you did this. Okay, I did that, but I did that because you did that. That shit is no longer invalid. You know what I'm saying?
All the time.
No longer.
Not in void.
Gabrielle Brown says, right, I'm going to say you're right and leave it alone. Don't do that. Don't just say you're right and leave it alone.
Because it becomes more and more build up to it. So the more it builds up, yeah, you heard me. No, yeah, you was listening, but you didn't hear me. So when you didn't hear me, more of that is built up. Because he's still trying to get his point across. That you understand him to get his point across. That's it.
Yeah, don't just say, yeah, you're right and leave it alone. Don't do that. Don't do that. You got to take in what a motherfucker's saying. If a motherfucker wrong, tell them they wrong.
It's okay.
But analyze what's being said. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this, though. It's about that time.
Open the phone lines.
818-220-8469. Shout out to Walter Freeman. He even walked on the bell.
Yes, sir.
818-220-8469. You can call in and tell us if you're 31-0 in arguments, the way you handle your arguments, the way you retain the information from your arguments. Do you work on the shit that's being said to you? Or do you just want to win the argument and get a nigga out your face? You know what I'm saying?
Just win the argument. Argumente.
Gabrielle Brown says you can't get a point across talking back. Some dudes get physical. That's not the guy you need. You know what I'm saying? If you can't have a conversation, that's some other shit outside of the argument. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When it turns into domestic violence and shit because a motherfucker was wrong, then you're just, how long are you going to stay in that situation? If every argument or every disagreement, because they should just start out as conversations. Every conversation, you can't say anything. If you can't say anything in the conversation, you have to just say, okay, you're right. You're not processing what they feeling. They not processing what you feeling because you're afraid to say it. You in a fucked up situation from the gate.
Very much so.
That ain't what you want to be in. You don't want to do that.
It's bad.
Leave a motherfucker alone.
It's bad.
I'm the king of that. Get away. 818-220-8469. You say that's a lot of dudes. I mean, I'm sure there's some dudes. Every nigga's not a woman beater.
Whoa. Where'd that come from?
She said that's a lot of dudes, though.
That are woman beaters?
Yeah. Yeah, they want to get physical. Is that, I mean, in your experiences, maybe you have a type.
Uh-oh.
You saying it? A preference.
There you go, buddy.
Maybe you have a preference. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to date another way.
You have to use the words correctly.
Maybe you want to date another way. I don't know. Maybe not. Caller, you're on the line with the Secret Menu Podcast. Who's calling?
Q-Ball.
Q-Ball. We should have known.
We should have known.
What up, Doc?
What's up, Q?
What's your argument record?
Man, I don't even argue with females like that or nobody. I just let them have the flow and let them be right. And
So what do you do when you're in a relationship and you've had this? You come home a little later than you said you was coming home. She's waiting in the living room when you get in.
Mm-hmm. I had that happen.
She wants to address it. You just walk past her and go lay down?
Yep. Sure do.
You a cold nigga.
So how do you resolve situations? You don't talk about them? You just fuck it and hopefully they go away?
I'm grown. They don't tell me what to do. My mama don't even tell me. So what the fuck that makes sense? You gonna tell me?
No.
Turn my light out and lay your ass down.
Okay, but listen. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, boss.
No. We understand you're grown. But this is your significant other, your partner or whatever. You don't think she has a right to talk to you about what she feels like is going on or what you feel like, or you have a right to talk to her about what you feel like is going on? It's like, fuck what she talking about, I'm going to bed?
Not exactly in those words. It's like, I mean, what's your point? I'm gonna do it again anyway.
Oh man, this nigga just a fucked up nigga right now. He just, bruh,
I'm telling you the truth.
Okay, but what about when
you don't try to resolve any situation in a situation with you and your significant other? You like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway?
I compromise to a certain extent, but if it gets to a point where, like, if you doing it too, and then you just trying to actually start an argument, then that's different. I'm not going to condone that.
But it's something that's really going on, though. It's something that really bothers. So let's take it away from her, and let's put it on you. You believe she's not cleaning up around the house enough, or cooking enough, or she's going out one or too many days out of the week. How do you sit down and deal with your woman on that note?
I'm going to tell her, hey, you don't think you going out too much? And if she said, well, wait a minute, you went out yesterday, but I was with my homeboy. You went out 3 times way more than me. Now you count favors. Now you just counting up to where like you really trying to start an argument. You don't want to be here. So I'm gonna give you that option and let you go on out that door. And the next time you leave and you come back at 1, 2 in the morning, best believe the chair gonna be behind that door.
So wait.
He locking bitches out all summer 23.
So she goes out. There's no problem. You go out. She feel like it's a problem, right?
Yep.
Okay. So when you go out and she feels like it's a problem, do you hear her out about why she feels like it's a problem? Or do you just say, fuck it, you went out, I ain't say shit, so I'm going out too?
No, I'm going to hear her out because I want to hear the bullshit that she's saying.
Okay, that's my point. So how do you deal with that? Are you saying you don't deal with it? You just fuck it up?
Yeah, I deal with it, but I do it different to where, like, I don't want to argue. We got to argue and yell, and then the next day you trying to fix me something to eat. I'm not eating that.
Right here, boy.
Everything shouldn't be screaming and yelling, though. At some point, two people that fuck with each other should be able to talk and have conversations. It's just like if you decide, hey, baby, we should get a new TV. It's like, you think we need to do that right now? Little Q Ball's birthday's next month, and we gotta renew the tags on the car in a week. It's just it's no different. You're having conversations about your life. So if you can't talk about you going out too motherfucking late, y'all ain't gonna be able to talk about the bills and priorities and build and all that shit neither, right?
Yeah, that bills and all that, that's important because I'm going to be like, all right, look, we can't get that TV right now. We're going to worry about this birthday party. We'll get that TV after if we can afford it. But if we can't afford it, then you get that TV off your mind.
Yes.
My nigga rules with an iron fist.
Hey, Q-Ball. I ain't mad at you because I used to tell a motherfucker in my house, dick run this house, not pussy.
That's right. I stand up when I
every day. Motherfucker looked at me and said, what? I said, dick run this house, not pussy. Oh, that's God. A reminder. Every day.
0 to 100% money boss. Chances of Q Ball being in a strong, long, committed relationship.
20%.
Tell the truth, ball.
20%.
20%.
In the comments, give us what is Q Ball's percentage of being in a strong, long, committed relationship?
Yeah, 20%.
Boss gave a nigga a dub.
Yeah.
Not boss. Q, what do you give your what is the percentage you give yourself in being in a strong, committed 10%. Relationship? Goddamn.
I gave him better than he gave himself.
That ain't no cap. That's real.
I gave him better than he gave himself.
I'm not gonna deal with it, man. I'm not gonna deal with it. Like, if you feel like it's somebody else out there for you, then you go ahead and you can argue with that.
Walter Freeman believes in you. He gave you 90%, man.
Walter just threw a number out there. That's all.
No, he's Walter's type of guy.
That's what's up.
He's Walter's type of guy, man. Any closing words, Q-Ball?
That's it, brother. Y'all be easy.
My God,
and I got something for the women.
Oh, come on.
I got something for y'all. Everybody that's listening.
Give it to him.
Sometimes just sit down and listen to your man. He ain't always right, but he ain't always wrong either. Like, so if you listen and shut your ass up, you might learn something.
Q-Ball, ladies and gentlemen, take that. Take that. Take that. Like Puffy said. All right, bro.
All right. For sure.
Peace.
Already. That boy right there, boy.
Yeah, he gets
that boy right there.
818-220-8469. Call in if you think you could change Q-Ball's mind. Call in if you think you might be the lady for Q-Ball.
I don't think nobody gonna change his mind.
He ain't having none of that shit.
What the question is there a woman that can deal with that type of man?
I'm sure there's a woman
that thinks she can deal with that type of shit.
I got a cousin. I won't say his name, but I got a cousin, and that's how his shit go. I don't think his woman ever suggested anything. What we doing is what we doing. What you wearing is what I buy. Like, I got a cousin like that. I'll tell you about him later though. But he's had a long successful marriage in a way, and I mean the women in my family were literally like trying to sabotage his shit. What should he have told my mom and them, boss?
Stay the fuck out my motherfucking business.
And I think that's what he did. Because they've had a long fucking marriage, a whole bunch of goddamn kids, but the women in my family was like, God damn, he's a slave master. That motherfucker. Julie Newen says, I'ma forever be single because of men like Cuba. Oh, God damn.
We talked about this. This is what we just talked about yesterday too, right? Mm-hmm. Because of that man, you're saying you're gonna choose to be single because of a man of that stature.
Nigga you ain't even met.
You don't know him. So why would all men fall in the category because of him?
Maybe she's had a few cue balls.
Even if she did, all men ain't the same.
Right.
All men ain't gonna fall in the same category. She may find a nice man, but she's already 86 in them because she says, I'm going to be single forever.
And Julie, they always say, speak it into existence. Quit saying that shit.
You will be single forever.
Quit saying that.
The power of the tongue is powerful.
Quit saying that.
I tell everybody, never say never. That tongue is powerful. She said, I was definitely married to a slave master.
Gabrielle Brown says, I was definitely married to a slave master. Yeah. 818-220-8469. Gabrielle, are you free to call in? We want to ask about Massa.
Massa.
So I got some questions. I'm trying to figure out how you even got to that point. Was he an undercover slave master? Or did you knowingly marry a slave master?
What is the slave master, though?
I want her to call and tell us.
I think everybody look at how men and women should be together differently. So some people may think that's a slave. You just said it, your uncle or your cousin. Somebody, the women thought he was a hard slave driver. And
Unknown caller.
Hello?
Hold on. I was muted. God damn it. I was muted. I was doing some shit. I was over there. Okay, I'm back. I made it back in time. Caller, you're on the line with the Secret Menu Podcast. Who's calling?
Gabrielle.
Little slave bae.
Slave bae is on the phone, y'all.
So this guy that you married, that you felt was a cue ball / slave master type guy, did he show any signs? What age got it? I'm older than shit.
Okay, so I was wild when I was young, and then I got with an older guy that was like 13 years older than me, and he came off as smooth and stuff, and I kind of got brainwashed during the process.
You got brainwashed,
but he showed no signs of being controlling and shit before you married the man.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I thought it was right. I thought that's how you supposed to do it.
You were.
I didn't really know.
But you were. That's why you did it.
So you liked the relationship enough to marry the man.
Yeah, I had 8 kids with him.
8 kids? Girl, ain't no damn slave master. Ain't no slave master. That was your man. And what happened was
you know how somebody can get with somebody and they just program you to think the way they want you to think and do things they want you to do. And you just listen. You just, after a while, it's like you go along with it. It's just part of your life.
And why did you stop going along with it? Which one of your girlfriends? Which one of your girlfriends was in your business and let you say, girl, you shouldn't be doing that.
It wasn't my girlfriend. It was just like you realize you ain't got no life. You ain't got no your own opinion. Nothing that you want to do matters. You just wake up.
So you didn't feel like you had an opinion about your life.
Yeah, I couldn't even. I didn't have no choice having that many kids, and it was like I was just programmed.
You had a choice. You put them legs back. Don't you do that to that man. You put them legs back. And you got 8. A nigga didn't have weak dick over there. You didn't have. Don't do that.
I'm saying when somebody get in your mind, like I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying. Somebody get in your mind, like I'm saying when somebody they got your mental, they got you.
But you was loving. You was loving where he had your mind at some point, though, right? You liked that. You liked the way he made you feel. The way you wanted to move in a mode of
how he was molding you.
The way I'm following whatever he's on at some point, right? You couldn't have despised him into marriage.
I didn't. No, I didn't despise him. I just after a while, when you start having a word, it's just not like validated, and what you say don't matter. You start saying like, "Damn, this ain't life." You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of feelings I was getting.
You said you was 13 years, 14 years younger than he is, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to really know his age. I want to know your age when you decided to deal with him. This is gonna tell me a lot, though. Were you wait? Don't tell me the exact age. Were you in your teens or were you in your 20s?
22.
Okay. Well, she was still young, so.
22.
So, man.
And at what age did you leave? Or did you leave?
2 years ago?
Goddamn.
Fresh, 2 years ago.
Fresh off the press.
Yeah, I tried to leave and separate and all that. Then it was like I just mentally I couldn't, you know. And then I just finally said forget it. Like my kids actually like got revenge. But yeah.
Wait, your kids asked you what?
I think it was getting like to the point where it was getting like violent and stuff. So like my kids beat his ass up out of there. So he ain't coming back.
They beat their daddy out of there?
They beat his motherfucking ass, all of them.
Damn.
They got tired of his shit. Like,
He
it was
had 8
going on.
kids to whoop his ass.
No, I had more than that.
You had more kids than... You had kids before him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He just pumped 8 babies in you.
I was going to say, wait a minute, how did that happen?
Yeah, he had 8 babies.
Okay.
He pumped 8 babies in there.
They was tired of that shit.
They was tired of it. It was like I was not myself. You know what I'm saying? So I was tired of being wild. So I kind of wanted to be tamed. But like when I was too strong for him to tame me in certain ways. So he led me down like a lot of wrong paths and stuff. So I felt like, you know what I mean? I had to let that go. My kids, they ain't never seen me that weak. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't understand that. So I just had to get up out of that situation. But
do you thank him for any of the things he instilled in you?
Oh yeah, because he's the reason why like I got my own business and I'm doing good. Because the way he, you know, he put me on lockdown. Like it wasn't like you ain't finna be out here doing all this and doing all that. He took me out the game and all that. So I appreciate him, but it was like it wasn't right, you know, the way he did it. But he did help me out. It did help me. You know what I'm saying? It did. I needed
maybe that was what you needed.
I did.
What I tell you the other day? What I tell y'all? It's not what you want, it's what you need. And then when you get what you need, you run from what you need because you find a reason not to need it no more.
It wasn't necessarily that. It was just like the way he did certain things, it was just like it was too much. You know what I'm saying? Abuse and all that type of stuff. Like
I'm not saying physical abuse, mental abuse, or any abuse is good in any relationship at all. Period. That's not what I'm going to say to anyone. But what I'm going to say is all that came about because of something, right? That had to come about because was he abusive when you first met him?
No.
So all that came about with something. Remember I tell you, it's always something that happens to cause something. Told you that, D.
Yeah.
I always tell you that.
Overall, how long was y'all together?
14 years.
Come on, man.
Nah, boss, we're going to do what you asked the other day now, right? We're going to do what you asked. Now, 14 years, give us the total amount of good years.
5.
5 of 14.
5 of 14. So 9 years.
That's less than half.
That's less than half. So 9 years were bad.
Yeah.
The physical shit started after 5?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, after we got married, everything started getting physical, and because when I speak up for myself, it was like, no, you're gonna do what I tell you. He was Muslim too, so it was like, you're gonna do what I tell you to do. You don't have no say so in this. You're gonna do what I tell you to do.
But
So
go ahead.
But okay, so you knew he was Muslim, right?
yeah,
Before you even got with him, you knew he was Muslim, right?
right.
So did you not look into a Muslim's man and the way they are before you decided that you were going to go into that situation?
I didn't know nothing about nothing. I just like kind of just jumped into it. I didn't really know anything about none of that. I didn't know what they require. I didn't even know what it took to be a wife. You know what I'm saying? I learned as I went along.
Okay, that's perfect. I love that you said that. I was learning as I was going along. So it was 14 years. 5 years was good. 9 years was bad. How many years was bad consecutively? Was it 9 years consecutively bad? Or was first 2 years was pretty good? This year was pretty bad. How did it?
The bad years started. It just, because I kept trying to leave. You know, I kept trying to separate. That's when it started getting like really physical. I kept trying to leave. And he was like, I'm raising my own kids. Ain't nobody gonna raise my kids. You know what I'm saying? So he just, I think in the beginning, I didn't really understand in the beginning that he was like, just trying to keep me close and be there for the kids. But it was like the way he was going about it, I didn't understand that. It felt so abusive and so controlling, So like I felt like I was immature and I didn't really understand that in the beginning. But after so long, we kind of made him bitterly do it. It wasn't out of love no more. It was like really, I'm like, if I can't have you, nobody can.
Right. Was it because did all that happen because of you wasn't being acceptable to the teaching?
Huh?
I said, did all that happen because you decided that you wasn't being acceptable to the teaching?
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I think so. In a way, I do.
There it is. It's always something, bro. I don't care what no married person tell me. They can't. I've never been married, but you don't love somebody and then fall out of love because nothing happened. Just doesn't work that way. Something occurred, and it may have occurred in the beginning, and you just drug it along so long that
it was the idea of a family. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted a family. I didn't want to be with one person, be married, and do things the right way because I was so wild for so long. So I wanted to change, and I wanted to do things the right way. And so like I ignored all of the little bad things and the little small stuff that we used to get into. It just grew bigger and bigger and bigger. I didn't want to even be bothered with it. I'm just like, I want to stay married. I don't want to get off into none of that. I just want to raise my family. And it just got worse and worse. Like it started brainwashing, the mentally abusing, like physically abused. It just got worse and worse. So like I couldn't take it no more. Like I just kept trying to leave, and then I'd go back like the kids want their daddy, you know what I'm saying? It just took a long time to get like that stronghold off me. And he was basically making the best decisions during the time, we went through other different stuff. That, you know what I'm saying, that shouldn't have never happened, and the kids had to experience all that. So it was a lot of, we just grew apart, and all that stuff that he tried to do just went down. Like I started losing respectful. So if you hit me, I'm not gonna listen to shit you about to say. Like, I'm gonna fight back. Like
2 years later, how is your relationship now? I'm just saying, it's 2 years removed. Y'all communicate at all? He communicate with the kids?
We cool. We cool. We just don't mess around. We can't come to my house and mess. You know what I'm saying? But
you never double back and got husband dick. Not one time after the divorce or breakup.
No, we separated before.
You double back.
Okay. Yeah, but not.
They do.
My son in the backseat tell him he got chased out the house.
They saw him there and it was all bad.
Yeah, it was too bad. Like they was not having it no more. You know what I'm saying? My son's is grown. They wasn't going for that. You know what I'm saying? And when they was little, he was mean to them. You know what I'm saying? You know how somebody got kids that's not theirs, and then all their kids they making big differences and stuff. And that's like I'm gonna die for mine. So
how many kids he had wasn't his that felt indifferent?
5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he had, but listen, I raised his 5 kids too. We both had. We
damn,
had.
y'all was bigger than the Brady Bunch.
Oh God, we was bigger than the Brady
It's 18 of y'all.
It's 18 of them.
20 of y'all with the 2 parents, right?
Yeah, it was 18 of them.
So you saying you had
18
5
kids.
before him?
Yeah.
He had 5 before me.
And then y'all had 8 together?
Yeah.
You should have stayed your ass at the house.
You should have stayed.
No physical abuse though.
The Brady Bunch.
Yeah, no physical abuse.
No. Let me tell you why. Because even with
hold on real quick, boss. Where the fuck was his 5 fighting your 5? They didn't help this nigga?
I raised him since they was babies.
Oh, they took your side too.
They was
Okay.
on my side.
All right, my bad. Go ahead, boss.
So
Yeah, they wasn't a do shit. My kids, they ain't even like my kids different. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna even.
This is what I'm.
They wouldn't have won, you know. But they all was on my side because I raised all of them.
Right.
So I would say this. I would say
they got beat up too.
That's your son right there.
One of them did. Like no, they did. You know. I didn't want to say that.
Damn.
But, I mean, yeah.
So
we don't play over here.
So
But
in
still,
that whole
it was-
nutshell, let me just try to break this whole nutshell down. You raised 18 kids.
Yeah.
Total. Shout out to you, because that's big. That's a mega big.
All mine graduated from high school so far. I got mine out the hood, all that.
Shout out to you.
I don't play.
That's what's up. Congratulations on that too. But this is what.
And I had to, but you know, truthfully, I had to give him credit for that because I was in the game. I was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I was wild, and he like put my mind to where I read books. I went to school, went to college, and I got my shit together. And like now I can like I thank you for that. But it's like I probably needed that. You know, I didn't have my mom and shit when I was growing up. I was just like, you know, doing what I wanted. I had my dad, but he was, you know, he had his own little issues or whatever. And I was like, wow. So I'm thankful for that because that changed my life completely. Like I became a working woman and, you know, building myself up and doing what I had to do because like he put my mind in a different mind frame and showed me different things, you know. So I'm always going to be grateful for that. I'm never going to disregard a blessing, you know, but at the same time, it's like, you know, it's ways to go about things. We probably would have lasted forever if he wasn't so, you know, so abusive. And
Did y'all ever try counseling?
No.
Even at the mosque? You never even tried to seek counseling at the mosque?
No, I didn't. We never did. We should have. We probably should have. You know what I'm saying? We probably should have, but we didn't.
And did you conform to being a Muslim with him?
I know I didn't convert, but I did. I did all the stuff that I was supposed. Like I just couldn't convert because I was taught different. You know, and that was another thing. He was like, you ain't gonna.
Again, that probably right there. Not meaning to cut you off. That was the problem. That was the problem. She didn't adapt to the culture and understand how Muslims run their home for women
and live as a Muslim woman. She wasn't living as a
she
Muslim
wasn't
woman.
living as a Muslim as well. So it threw a wrench in their situation
on both sides.
On both sides, not just hers, on his as well. You know what I'm saying? So that
I believe that too.
That could have had a major part in this situation. But I believe this is me, and I'm not telling you, this is just me. With 18 kids, that's a huge family. What y'all just showed them kids was when shit don't work, get the fuck away from it. 18 kids just seen that. Everybody, each one of them kids have their own definition of what they seen because they're their own person when we created that. So that should have been a part of understanding that we have to come and make this fair playing ground. Meaning either he should have had you understand that this is the Muslim lifestyle. Even if you don't convert, you have to walk this line. For me as a Muslim man and a husband, it's how my wife should be. And when you don't understand these things as a wife in that realm, this is only me speaking. You did what you needed to do for you and yours. I'm only speaking openly. In that realm, you have to understand what it is and what's being tolerated. And I think that's where you guys got off on the wrong foot, because you speak highly of this man and a lot of things he taught you and a lot of places he took you from and a lot of things he showed you and a lot of things he was teaching you. That's a good man. Bad things, may have bad ways, may have did bad things in that time. But that man was there showing you a life journey. Everything ain't peaches and cream. And I'm not telling no woman to stay with a man that hits them at all. I'm not saying that. What I am saying, though, is find something, because you guys may have hit a bad streak, brung some bad shit out of him. You guys needed the mosque and some of the ministers to come speak and help y'all out. But because you wasn't on the same frequency wave as him, being a Muslim woman and embedded with the culture, that's what happened.
But if he wasn't so abusive, I would have followed him all the way. It was like some of the ways it seemed like he was like using Islam for his own different ways. Like, because I read the book myself, and I'm like, that's not how Muslims are supposed to act and supposed to do things. You know, I seen even the other brothers, the way they acted and the way they conducted themselves, he didn't conduct himself like that. So I couldn't respect that. I'm like, you saying one thing with your mouth, but you're doing other things.
Correct.
So like, if he would have did the right things and treated us the right way, we all would have converted. The whole family, we would all follow his lead. I was like, I wanted to follow his lead, but all the things I seen from him were like so negative. A lot of things was positive because what they taught him and installed him was beautiful, but it was like it was so much negativity, especially the way he treated my other kids. Like that right there alone is like that was majority of our fight behind my kids. Like ain't nobody gonna mistreat my kids. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't want their daddies to come. I didn't want them doing nothing to him because, like, that's my husband. I didn't want that to happen because that was on its way. And I never wanted them kind of problems. And then when they go telling their daddy what happened, it's going to be some drama. You know, so, like, a lot my older kids, they want to stay with their grandparents. They was not, like, it wasn't for that. You know what I mean? I didn't want, it would have really been problems. Like, their daddy was not the one. So, like, it was just a lot of, that was the biggest thing. Like, how do you treat some kids like this? I treat your kids, I raise your kids, I go to all their parent-teacher conferences. To this day, I still look out for them. Like, I was like, I'm the only mom they know to this day. Like, I never turn my back on them. No matter what I do with nothing. Me and him get into it. Even when I left him, I still took care of them kids. I never abandoned him. So, like, and then if I ain't with him, our kids don't even matter. I know he loved them and all that, but he tried to hurt me. Like, they not fucking with them. So, like, a lot of the ways that he have, it was like, shit, that's not how you, like, that ain't the love of God that you supposed to be, that you showing. So I couldn't follow that. The God I serve ain't never let me down. So it was hard to convert when he wasn't like to me a good Muslim. Like, he wasn't following the ways that he was supposed to follow. Because I read a lot of that stuff and I agree. Like, I was like, yeah, you know, I wanted to. But him as the head of our family, he was kind of letting us down. He was like, I would have to go get him. He'd get off into drugs and do other shit. Like, okay. I couldn't follow that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like, I got caught up too in the mix of it. And I had to get myself off that shit. Like, it was a lot of shit that kind of, like, you know what I'm saying, changed my mind about him. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you ain't gonna lead my family down that path. You know what I'm saying? My mom and them was doing that shit. I'm not going that way. Right. So, like, a lot of things he is backpedaling. I was there for him, though. Like, the first time I went and got him. He was on that shit. I went and got him cleaned all up, got him back into doing cable, what he was doing, got him a good-ass job. He was making like $10,000 a month. He was doing good, and he just fucking went back. Like, he just fell off again. Like, I don't know what he was. Like, I didn't know what I did. So after that, it was like, damn. And when he came back, he was so fucked up, and
he was fighting demons.
That's when, like, it was abusive and all that shit. So I had to. Yeah. It was it. That was it.
You made the best choice because he was fighting demons. He was fighting a lot of demons that you couldn't. It was nothing you could have done and nothing you could have saved. He was fighting demons because you tried. Once you tried,
I did.
And I'm a firm believer. Stay, but you can't stay
I
with
wanted my
somebody's
marriage bad.
demon.
Like I didn't never want to leave. I tried everything I could do. I would have wrapped my whole body up if I had to keep my shit going. Like I was happy being married. It was just like it's only so much a person can take. You know what I'm saying? I got to still be these kids' mama. I still got to raise these kids. So like having somebody beat me down mentally, I can't be a good mom to them. I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get out that situation. You know what I mean? And be the stronger person and be the leader of the family. Like because he was kept falling off. He kept fumbling. Kept doing stupid shit. And I was strong for him. And I was down for him. Like to the end. My whole family's like, leave his ass. He's tripping. And then when I got to the place where I wanted to be, like when I started really getting like having money and doing what I needed to do, I went back and got him. I left him and I went back and got him because I knew he was all fucked up on drugs and cleaned him up. And he still came back and fucked and sabotaged everything. I lost everything while I got back with him and had to get it back in his face. He wouldn't even help me. So I was like, this ain't the best for me. I know, like, you can want something all you want to, but it's like, no. I can't, these kids is my priority. You know, so I had to just let it go. You know,
Shout out to you.
That's how it is.
Shout out to you
for real.
We appreciate you tapping in. We just wanted to get to the core of how you got into it and how you got out of it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
But for sure. Salute to you.
Salute to you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You have a good one.
Huh?
I said you have a good one.
Yeah, we said have a good one. I hung you up on accident. I done hung you up already on accident, but we appreciate you tapping in and appreciate your story and appreciate you raising so many kids and being a positive influence. Walter Freeman says, now it makes sense. I would have left too.
Yeah, no, understandable. But like I say, it's always, there's a core to everything and people act like it's not. That be my thing.
Right.
They act like there's no root. Nothing happened. Nothing ever happened. Right. There's always a root to why that shit happened. I mean, shit like things happen in marriages. There's a root to everything. No, we had the perfect marriage. I was cool. He was cool. Just one day he went out and cheated. Nah. Or one day she just cheated. Nah.
Right.
It's a root to that.
Yeah, we needed to get to the root. It was a lot of shit. It was drugs. It was a lot of shit. Dual religions. It was a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Facts.
But that's what's up, though.
That's what's up, though.
That's what's up. I got deep.
Appreciate it, though.
Deep, for sure.
Tell you a lot about marriage, man.
Make me not ever want to.
Tell you a lot about marriage.
Makes me not ever want one of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a player for life. Where's my wife?
Probably at the rehab.
Smoking a pipe.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Damn. Let's do this right here.
We can ride in the 88 cut. Gon' sway with the gold is. Ooh, no, I got it like that. You gon' need somebody like that. See on me. We can ride in the 88 cut. Gon' sway with the gold is. Ooh, no, I got it like that. You gon' need somebody like that. See on me. We can ride in the 88 cut. Gon' sway with the gold is. Ooh, no, I got it like that. You gon' need somebody like that. See on me. We can ride in the 88 cut. Gon' sway with the gold is. Ooh, no, I got it like that. You gon' need somebody like that. See on me. We can ride in the 88 cut. Gon' sway with the gold is. Ooh, no, I got it like that.
I'll let that motherfucker play forever. AMF alwaysmovingforward.com or always moving forward on Instagram. Tap in, go subscribe to my guys. Follow the guys, man. Homegrown entrepreneurs with a clothing brand. You don't see that every day, you know what I'm saying? Tap in with the niggas.
Tap in with them fellas, man. Alrighty, motherfuckers.
Hello, motherfucker.
I got it in there. Yes. I just got to figure out how to get it right.
Yeah.
I got to figure out how to get it right in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my first.
Tap in with the guys. We about at the end of the road. It got deep though.
It did. I mean, you know, sometimes after the podcast, I go back and watch it. Like I know you do too as well. And then I think about some of the things that we discuss, right? And sometimes I reevaluate some of the things that I say. And it don't be about, did I say something wrong or did I say something right? I evaluate it in another perspective.
Right.
I take mine out of it. You know what I mean? Like I look at myself on screen, and then I go over that same answer and take my perspective out of it. Like, this ain't you now. Now dig deeper, nigga.
Right.
Don't think for you no more. You're not thinking you. Dig deeper, because now I got answers and other people saying things in the comments. So now I try to get away from me. Right? I try to get away from me to understand others and think a different way. You know what I'm saying? And it really be like, damn, people really only see things how they feel like they want to see them, and it's hard to see it somebody else's way because it's not yours.
And that's why I wanted her to call, so that we could dig deeper.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For sure.
That's crazy.
Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. We definitely appreciate y'all tapping in with us as always. What's today, Tuesday?
Yes.
So we'll be back tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow. Yeah. It ain't over. It ain't over. We'll be back tomorrow.
2 more days.
We'll be here 2 more days for sure. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be back on the jet day.
Yeah, I gotta figure some shit out, though.
Taking my ass back, K.
Gotta figure some shit out. I gotta get this airdrop shit going.
To El Fresno.
Gotta get this airdrop shit going. You know what I'm saying? But this has been the Secret Menu Podcast. We appreciate y'all tapping in with us. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate the love y'all show us.
Always. Y'all are like, I was gonna say y'all lucky, but I'm gonna tell y'all we're really lucky to have y'all. Y'all are really a bunch of cool motherfuckers.
And on that note, Diego Red is saying peace.
Money Boss is saying peace.
And we out of here.
We out.
The Secret Menu Podcast with your hosts, Diego Red and Money Boss. Brought to you by Rebel TV, the Rebel entity. Live from the West Side and worldwide. Real ones know what's up, and if you don't, you get the point. Tap in. It's the Secret Menu Podcast.
We were leaving.
We was on our way out the door. Walter Freeman
with 3,000 stars. Let's get it, D.
Let's do it. And get to it. Let's do it. You gave him some waste today, nigga.
Oh,
you gave him some waste. Donations, Rule the Nation. We appreciate the love. The Cash App is always at the bottom. The stars is always at the bottom. And you can always do that shit even when we're no longer
here.
When we're no longer live, you can watch the replays. And we get people who do that often. They watch the replays and they still show that love. We appreciate that love. The share button remains at the bottom also. And you can share it even when we're not live. You know what I'm saying? Help us get this shit out there. You know what I'm saying? From the bottom to the top. You know what I'm saying? And now.
Now we're out.
And now. Let me do this because I got to restart it.
Walt with this late ass 3,000.
No, Walt came in clutch. Shout out to Walt.
Clutch with the game winner.
Walt at the last minute. I swear if we get out of here and anybody else try, we're not coming back. But we came back for you, Walt, because you bossed all the way up and did that.
All the time.
But we out of here for real now.
Out of here.
Peace.
The Secret Menu Podcast with your hosts, Diego Red and Money Boss. Brought to you by Rebel TV, the Rebel entity. Live from the West Side and worldwide. Real ones know what's up. And if you don't, you get the point. Tap in. It's the Secret Menu Podcast.